And with that being said, I have to start from the beginning. Tasha K, in a nutshell, has recently called Storm Monroe, mind you, has called Storm Monroe, said his mom and him were ungrateful. Said something along the lines that his mom was a deadbeat or something like, not really a deadbeat, I don't know, but she disrespected his mother. And talked about how him and his mother, how she had to pay for them and buy them air mattresses because they had nowhere to sleep. And, basically, really tried to play him and his mom off, okay? I've never made Storm Monroe directly content on my platform. I've never put Storm, I was going to be very clear, and I was very intentional. I was never doing a Storm Monroe content until I deemed it was necessary. There are people that don't like me, and anything that I say, they're going to spin it. So it doesn't matter, right? And then there's a subset of Tasha K supporters that are going to take whatever I say and wrap this into some sort of Armand is mad, bitter, whatever. So, you know what? I'm still going to talk about it. And I know that this has come to a head, right? And no one, especially the Tasha K commentary sector, no one would have ever told this story and included a very pivotal piece, which is the Armand Wiggins piece, because it validates my experience. A lot of the Tasha K, whatever, their whole thing is to try to invalidate my experience and make me look like I was a bitter, scorned former mentee, which is not the case. And so I knew that no one was going to cover this on my behalf and wrap it all the way around and make it make sense. So this is why I'm doing it, because I feel like people were going to cover this and it was going to be in a very biased way, and it was going to be in a very one-directional way, and they were going to skip over the Armand Wiggins piece because it was the underlying and overarching of this whole union. What am I saying? I'm basically saying there would have been no Storm Monroe had there never been an Armand Wiggins. Why do I say that? Well, have a seat, grab a cocktail, roll your blunt, turn me up in your car, turn me up on your speakers, turn me up on your television, nestle up, grab your man, grab your girl, and get ready for a story. It's 2018. I decide to get on YouTube. I'm doing Love and Hip Hop reviews early August. My channel is monetized. Okay, I have about 2,000 subscribers. There was an interview that came up, Star Marie, Cardi B, Tasha K, Unwind with Tasha K is doing, and I find that Tasha K has no receipts. So I go and cover the story. I'm on live talking about Tasha K having no receipts in this Star Marie interview about Cardi B. 13 people on live. Before you know it, my live goes up to 100 people, 200 people, 400, 500, 900 people. Then it kind of stayed there. I'm like, what happened? Well, Tasha K's in the chat. She shared the video to her platform. I think she even called in at that time. Okay. Then she took the video, she took the share down, so the numbers kind of went down. She used to do stuff like that to me all the time. Share my stuff and never leave it up. So we had got in contact. I had hit her up and I hit Lovely T up. I was like, you know what? You guys are my spirit animals. Very entertaining. I would love for you to take a look at my YouTube channel and, give me some pointers. Lovely T, she didn't see my message. Then Tasha K, she responded. We talked from there. We were doing more videos, fast forward. It was cool. It was about a month or two. Then I did the Young Buck story. My channel started growing. I had about 3,000 or 4,000 subscribers, right? I think Tasha K shared my video about 2 times. I asked her, could she share my video? She would share it, then she would delete it in the same day. And then she would post me on her website like one time. And I asked her, because I was trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. Me and Tasha K stopped fooling with each other when I had 8,000 subscribers. I had asked her, could she share my videos on her page because I was trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. She had told me no. She said, you can't pay me to do that. I will not share your stuff. And she also told me that my husband is advising me not to share any of your content anymore. We was cool. I just think that her husband was like, this dude is growing pretty fast. Don't share any more of his stuff. Like, you're giving him too much stuff for free. I don't know. But I offered to pay and she wouldn't even let me pay her. So we were still cool. And we would talk on the phone, right? We would talk on the phone. I told her, how I felt like I really appreciated her. I really respected her because I felt like coming from Facebook, a lot of people within the LGBT, and at this moment, I felt like it was T.S. Madison. I said, I felt like, T.S. Madison really wasn't trying to help me grow. And I said, it feels like you're really trying to help me grow. It really feels like you're trying to help me grow and you're being supportive of me. She was like, yeah, and this is when she told me that, she was like, oh, T.S. Madison is trash. She told me that she didn't like T.S. Madison. She said that T.S. Madison and Gio have been trying to get her on their show. On the show forever, but she doesn't need to use their show. She said, I'm not going to give T.S. Madison show ratings. I would never go on that show. And so that's what she said to me. And, but she said the reason why she liked me because I reminded her of herself. And she said she loved this. She said she had never heard sound effects before. She said I would never forget it. She said when she would listen to my channel, it felt like she was coming to the club for gossip. So boom, we're having these conversations on the phone. I'm calling, but there were some red flags that was coming up that I didn't pay attention to. She would drag Lovely T here and there. She told me that she had recordings of Lovely T. She told me that she helped Lovely T start her T line. She said that she felt like Lovely T was jealous of her.
Nah, okay, so we're all on here. This is Lovely T, okay? You're trying to apologize, Tasha. You're trying to apologize, Tasha. I don't like it either, and that's fine. But I didn't do anything to you. The last message you sent me, you sent me a threat. You told me, you sent me a DM threat. Basically trying to tell me to call you, and if I didn't call you, you were going to do all this bullshit that you've done.
Can you hear that, Tasha?
You don't have to like me. I've done nothing to you. You want to sit up here and apologize? But you've been up here still calling me a codeine fiend. You've been up here still talking about my illness. You're dirty as fuck. You started my business? You started my T-line? Really? So let's talk. Since you've been running these YouTube streets, I'm not scared of none of you bitches. So let's talk.
That's Lovely T talking to you.
Let's talk.
Can you pull
Those you bitches want to sit up here and talk about I'm scared?
You need to get her on the hangout so she could actually talk.
Let's talk. You've been talking all this shit about me for months. I've been sitting back quiet. Letting the shit ride.
Really talking directly to you.
Letting the shit ride.
Hold on, Tasha, hold on.
I've been letting you run your mouth, talk shit, talk about my illness, claim you started my business, throw all this fucking dirt on my name. I've been sitting back silent. But now I'm here. Now I'm here. So let's go, Tasha.
Listen to her, Tasha.
I'm on Lovely T, right? I'm on Lovely T. Let's go.
Tasha, stop talking.
Hey, you started my motherfucking T business. You can't apologize and turn around and talk shit in the same breath. I didn't do shit to you. I stopped fucking with you because you're a low vibrational ass chick. You're negative as fuck. That's why I stopped talking to you. You in my DMs talking shit about everybody. Texting, talking shit about everybody. And then now you running with the same bitches you was talking shit about. Listen with the bullshit. I didn't do nothing to you for you to be out here smearing my name, talking shit, running your mouth, calling me unlovely T, calling me a fucking codeine queen. Bitch, really? You want to talk about the edibles and the fucking weed that you take? You're not putting that out there. You drink every motherfucking day, bitch. You drink every motherfucking day, but you got the nerve to talk about me and my prescription from my doctor? In my illness, I'm doing better than half you hoes in this fucking comment gossiping about me.
So Tasha K telling me all this stuff about Lovely T, whatever. So red flag, you're recording Lovely T. I didn't think nothing of it. There was another red flag. There was a creator by the name of Essie Berry. Essie Berry couldn't stand Tasha K. Tasha K, I guess, got some information from Essie Berry, or Essie Berry helped Tasha K break the Steve Harvey story. Then once Essie Berry did that, Tasha K threw Essie Berry to the curb. Why is she always dragging Tasha K? And Tasha K would just say, she's just so jealous of me. So she had me thinking that this Essie Berry lady was really, really jealous of her, and that Essie Berry envied her. So the whole thing is, whenever, and I didn't realize this until now, that everybody that Tasha K falls out with, somehow in her mind, she dilutes it to they're jealous of me. I would hit Tasha K up, and I would shout out her, hey, great video, this, that, and third, whatever, good job. She wouldn't give that same energy back. It was very one way, one-sided, okay? And so I was like, okay, that's cool. Until one day, I seen that she was doing the gunshots line by line, how Tasha K started kind of stealing my style, right? Now in this, Tasha K would always tell me, I'm no different than you. The only thing that sets me apart from any of you other creators is my quality. I'm the type of person, you tell me something like that, I'm a step up to the challenge because I'm a creator and I like healthy competition, but I also like my quality to look good. That's why out of all of us, me and Tasha K got some of the best quality. She was my mentor. She never gave me any cameras. She never helped me with any thumbnails. She never helped me with any microphone setup. She never helped me with anything. The only thing she told me to do was keep posting content and don't be scared to expose the stories. She never helped me with any logos, any hardware. She actually said that she could not post any more of my content and I couldn't even pay her to do so. So one of my subscribers, Messy at the time, I even think that he's a moderator for Storm Monroe now. But he was Messy, it was in the chat. And he was like, Tasha is using your stuff. Me at the time, I'm gonna be real. Maybe I didn't handle it the best way, but I just was feeling like, coming from the T.S. Madison era, just feeling like people are always using me and getting over on me and like playing me out like, you know what I mean? And I always got to be quiet because I'm the smaller guy. Like, I was really like a hothead then. So that's when I created Be Original, bitch. Because I felt like, girl, you can't share my stuff. You're not helping me with nothing. But now you taking from me, and I'm a little guy. Now let her tell it. It was her husband that started putting the sound effects in there. That I found out that she told people when they interview, they cannot interview on any other platform for 7 days. So she actually told the Nipsey Hussle people she could not interview with me. They could not interview with me. Now she did that also to Mona Simone. And she did that to Essie Berry. These are the red flags, but I didn't really see it because I didn't really care because I was lost in the fluff with the Tasha K. I'm like, okay, girl, I don't know what's going on with that. I'm just, we're doing our thing. She's telling me that everybody is jealous of her. So she texts me and she was like, hey, I'm distancing myself for a little bit. And I'm like, what's going on? And she was like, oh, nothing. I just need a break and whatever. So then she goes live and she talks about how she's distancing herself and how she told everybody, the Dr. Sadie people not to interview. And I went and I'm like, oh, so you stopped the interview? You're fake and you're phony. You know what I mean? She's like, Armand, what are you doing? What are you doing? And then she was like, I was like, you're supposed to be my friend and you did this. And then she was like, we were never friends.
Again, how I met So Debonair, again, I didn't know him from a can of paint. One day on Twitter, I get a DM from him and he says, Monica, I want to ask you something. Can I call you? Or something of that nature. Anyway, we ended up calling each other because it's easier sometimes for me to talk to someone. I called him and he said to me, Monica, I watch your channel. I'm subscribed and I really love what you do and I respect you. Can you be my mentor? Now for me, because I come from a corporate background, being a mentor is not just a word. It's a commitment. You can almost, in some cases, sign contracts because it's a year-long to a 2-year-long thing, sometimes lifetime in a sense, where you pull someone along with timelines and accountability, business plans and structures. So I said to him, I'm sorry, I can't take on that responsibility. He said, well, can you help me? And I said, well, what I can do is, So Debonair, and I didn't know him, I can hold your hand. I will bring you on my platform occasionally as a guest to give you exposure and also put you in front of thousands of people that will eventually maybe, subscribe to your channel. He said, oh, thank you so much. I'd appreciate that. I really, really appreciate it. So I would send him the link. He would come up here and he would give his commentary and all this other stuff. A lot of my teacups didn't like him because he called OG ugly, OG from Basketball Wives. He said she was ugly and he was praising Evelyn. And the crowd turned on him and they was tearing him apart and all this other stuff. It was bad. And they said, Monica, get him off the screen. Next caller, we can't stand him. Blah, 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 blah. But I still brought him up more times, several times. I kept bringing him up. Where things kind of took a turn was one night we had an after dark. We would do these after dark parties where things got really, really spicy and scandalous and stuff. And we would have adult conversations. And So Debonair, he claims he had a few drinks. He turned to Plez and he started giving her flowers, which is wonderful. And we were like, yes, uh-huh. But he didn't just give her flowers. He did it for a whole hour, straight, just nonstop. And he was saying that you have a special gift that's not like the others. You are not like the others. He said, I see the comments in the chat and you're the one being praised, not the others. You're different. And when Bishop tried to chime in and say, So Debonair, no, we all add value. And that's not the same thing. Because these are like my kids. You're not going to make one look, favor one over the others. I kept trying to stop him because it was like a really awkward moment. And I knew he was embarrassing himself. And I kept saying, look, everybody here on this panel, I love them all. We all add value. Yep. But he just kept saying, no, y'all are not like her. Y'all are different. Y'all not getting, y'all not like her. The other panels, they're good, but it's not like her. So Plez said she was uncomfortable with it and she started to tear up a little bit. And that was that. Okay, we ended the, thing. Afterwards, I had a few of the panel members hit me up and they said they felt uncomfortable about it. And what he was saying made them feel like they weren't shit. Because it didn't make sense. You getting paid the same and you're just going to be here once a week. That didn't make any sense to me. So I said, okay, let me call you back. And let me get back to you on that. So we had the 2 weeks, and the 2 weeks finally came and went. And after Friday's show, which was an emotional show, hold on, Schoolboy, do you need to take a break? Do you want to take a break? Or, yeah. So Friday, we had the show 2 Fridays ago, or last Friday, whatever. We had the show with, we were talking about Lizzo and Judge Joe Brown, and it was an emotional show. It really was an emotional show. And some people took things very personal, okay? And when you can go back and watch, that's not a lie. You can see it. You can go back and watch and see. Some people took the issue, the topic personal. And I was heated. I had a headache after that show. And I said, okay, well, I texted her and I said, I'm gonna call you over the weekend. She said that she was going away for the weekend, that she'll be back Sunday night. I said, okay, I'll call you Sunday night. Now, Saturday, I was out all day at an amusement park in the hot sun with a bunch of kids. And so doing a lot of talking and stuff and just dehydrated. So Sunday came and I didn't call her, but I was not feeling good. I literally had laryngitis. I wasn't feeling well. And I didn't call her. And I didn't hear from her. I thought that she would text me or, I thought she would text me. I thought she would, say something, say, hey, I hadn't heard from you. Hey, girl, what's going on? We were supposed to talk. I didn't hear anything. Then Monday came and it was the holiday and I was with the family and stuff. And I was trying to rest my voice. I even canceled the Monday show because I was just like, man, I can't do it. It's just I'm not feeling well. I was trying to force myself. I didn't want to strain my voice. Cancel that show. Tuesday came and then all of a sudden she drops this video that she's leaving the panel. I didn't know she was leaving the panel altogether. I didn't know that. That's not what we had discussed. That's not what we talked about. Monica, you told her you would get back to her about the pay. Yeah, right. And I didn't get back to her. Yeah, you're free to do that. Okay, you're blocked too. That's fine. You lied like it was, well, no, I did not lie about any kind of anything. So she dropped that video. I didn't watch it. I spoke to several people who called me and said she was saying she had to leave because of mental health, guarding and blocking her energy and her mental health, guarding and blocking her energy and all this other stuff. And so I guess she was saying the panel, alluding to the panel being negative, her being on the panel. And I'm like, what? Where is this coming from? And first of all, you never said that she was leaving. You never said that. You said you would be on here once a week and also you would do after darks. And that was the last of our conversation. That's where it left off. So my plan was to call her, Monday, then Tuesday. I get caught up. I'm busy. I'm doing all kinds of stuff. I didn't just leave her. We didn't leave off on a bad note. We didn't. She could have texted me and said, hey, what's going on? I have not heard from you. I'm about to drop this video and I'm leaving the panel altogether. She never told me that. Where's this narrative coming from that I didn't like you? Here's Pledge right here. Here she is. We're going to just hash it out. We're going to hash it out.
We are. Hello?
Yeah.
So I heard some things because people kept inboxing me. And like you said, y'all, I didn't want this to be ugly, which was why when I gave my notice, I thought this was going to be a peaceful thing. So let me be very clear, Monica. You need to start watching things. And this is for anybody moving forward. Like I said on my video, I think y'all should actually go. You too, Marcella. You too, Schoolboy. I wished all of y'all well. I do not dislike any of y'all. I did not understand why this had to be like this. And maybe this is a bunch of non-communication. And if it is, I'll take that. However, I gave my truth on how it appeared to me and how I have been feeling. And I gave my reasons. So Monica, when I got off of my live and I heard people talking and telling me you were going live, I never said I was not paid. I didn't discuss money at all. I'm professional. I don't discuss how much each person is paid. And then you said I was paid more than everybody else. We never had group meetings. I don't know how much everybody is paid. And so
Can I just say something real quick? I just got to get this out real quick.
Hold on, wait. Just wait 1 second. Oh. If we're going to be honest about the pay situation, you offered $200. I agreed to $250. And you said the budget had opened up to $300. And at the time, it was early January. I didn't know what I was getting myself into. And I did accept that because, as you said, there is a balance. We're getting paid and this is exposure. I never complained about the money. Anybody like I said, you need to go watch the video. I never said you didn't pay me. I said you were very nice to me for my birthday. That is why I stayed, because I've been thinking about it since everything happened with the So Debonair issue with that After Dark. I knew that was going to shift the energy if it hadn't already shifted. Then the next week came the issue with Marcella and Schoolboy getting into it on the live about the mama thing. And then we had our back talk. Princess, I did not discuss on my live what happened in that backstage talk. I did not go into detail about what happened. I just said these things occurred a week after So Debonair started praising me.
Can I just say one thing real fast?
Can I just address Marcella?
No, I need to say something real fast.
Okay.
Say something really fast.
Okay.
Let me get this out, please.
Okay.
Maybe I should end this live because I'm shaking right now. I need to say something and let me say it, please.
Okay.
Why couldn't you just call me? I expected so much more from you as an attorney, quote unquote. Why didn't you pick up the phone and say, Monica, are you okay? You were supposed to call me Sunday and you didn't call me, and I'm going live to say I'm no longer going to be on your panel, which I didn't know. You told me that you were going to come down to 1 day a week, and we also agreed on maybe some, after darks and that kind of thing. And you said, okay, fine, yeah, I could do that. You said, what about the pay? Am I going to get paid the same? And I said, okay, let me think about it. I literally had laryngitis from yelling at the kids all weekend. It was Memorial weekend. Why didn't you just text me and say, look, I got to get some stuff off my chest, and I have enough respect for you before I do that or I go public with it, because I never pictured you to be the type to do YouTube wars. I hold you in such a high regard. You're a professional woman. And if you felt some type of way about something, you felt that we didn't like you, or you felt uncomfortable, or the energy shifting, why didn't you just text me and say, the energy has shifted, I'm feeling some type of way, can we all get on a conference call, because I have that much respect for you. Even when you were leaving, you didn't tell Schoolboy, bye, I'm leaving, I'm no longer going to be on the panel. Why?
See, I don't know if you just heard any of what you said, but you literally just disrespected me by saying an attorney, quote unquote. Now you're trying to shift it and say, I didn't tell the panelists. Monica, you have always acted and treated this as a business. The only time we talk is about a business. You may talk to Marcella on the phone. You may talk to Schoolboy on the phone. You have not called me and talked to me as a friend.
We have a group chat, and people, you can pull the receipts, Schoolboy. We talk every day. When I had Instagram, we would joke in the group chat. We would post things in there. We would kiki, all four of us. We would do that in the group chat. So
as a panel, as a business. We have not talked as friends. I kept everything as business. I supported everyone as a business.
So, I mean,
let me respond to all of what you said. So, for you to say we had an agreement, we did not. You asked, could I stay for 1 day? I asked you what would be the pay. You said, let me call you in 2 to 3 days. I have to think about it. That was on May 17th. I'm still waiting for a phone call from you.
In my opinion, you know how I took that? I wasn't feeling well. You could have said, listen, you were supposed to call me. Monica, what's going on? You could have sent me a text. Oh, let me guess, now you couldn't do that?
Monica, you sit on live and say how you talk to everybody else or Schoolboy and Marcella every day. But
every day?
You can't talk.
Every day.
What? You literally said, I talk to Schoolboy. She's like my daughter. I talk to her almost every day. So you can talk to her almost every day, but you can't call me back in over 2 weeks about business? 2 weeks. What was I supposed to say?
I text you on Friday, which it wasn't 2 weeks. We communicated 2 days before you went on live and made your announcement. We communicated. A text is just like a phone call. I don't have to no, can I just say, can I get this out? Can I finish? Can I finish? I text you the Friday, the show that we had with Judge Joe Brown, and I said, I know I was supposed to call you, girl. I said, I'm gonna call you in 30 minutes, is what I said to you. And then you was like, okay, I didn't call. You said you was going away for the weekend. I said, okay, I'll call you. We agreed to talk on Sunday. We agreed to talk the day before you, 2 days before you went live. We agreed to that. And I said, I had gotten laryngitis. I wasn't even feeling good. I literally was in bed under the covers. I had to cancel Monday's show because I was not feeling well. I mean, I feel some type of way too. Like, you could have said, girl, Monica, I need to talk to you. What's going on? You couldn't have texted me. It goes both ways. I feel like you could have texted me and said, hey, I'm just waiting on a phone call from you. Can you call me? For you to go live 2 days in a row, to me, this is how I perceived it. For you to go live 2 days in a row and put out narratives that paint people in a bad way, where Schoolboy's losing subscribers and people don't like her no more and they're attacking her, and people are saying nasty things about Marcella, people are saying nasty things about me. That's manipulative to me. I don't like that. And I hold you in a whole different regard than the behaviors that I saw of you going on live and doing that mess. First of all, I don't do this right here. I'm going to delete this live because I don't do this mess, this YouTube back and forth bullshit. Oh, me and you didn't have an argument. We didn't have we didn't say a cuss word between each other. You could have texted me back and said, Monica, I'm waiting to hear from you. What's going on? We texted 2 days ago.
Monica, you may want to revisit your timeline. I showed the text.
You got people calling me a liar. I don't even want to see the text anymore. I'm telling
because I'm giving my truth. Monica, you texted me after the show Friday and said, hey, I didn't make an announcement. I want to chat with you. And I told you I'm available now. You said, can we talk Sunday? I have something to do this weekend. I told you I'll be out of town Saturday. Yes, we can talk Sunday. When I got in at Sunday at 8:30, I texted you and said, I'm available. and you never responded all day, the rest of the night Sunday. You who always say, I'm up all hours of the night. You never
I gotta take this. Yeah, go ahead, honey. Go ahead.
You never responded Sunday. Monday, you were posting things. You posted videos. You posted all kinds of things. I didn't get a video. I didn't get a notice saying, hey, we're not going.
I just got a phone call. I gotta end this live. I can't do this anymore. I wish you all the best. Take care. I think you intentionally did certain things. I didn't do anything.
Watch the videos before you say you're disappointed. I didn't go live yesterday.
I can't even get the words out. I can't even get the words out.
I did not go live yesterday.
I can't even.
So please,
you made a pre-recorded video. That's what I meant.
Yes, saying that I was leaving for the same reasons I gave you. Time constraints, not mental health. Time constraints.
Well, people came to me. I didn't watch the video. I had a bunch of people come to me.
Well, that's your problem.
Said to me,
you're relying on
and said to me that Ples has negative energy.
I did not.
Negative energy in this country.
I did not.
All right, Ples. I wish you the best. I gotta get off this live. Everybody's saying, you know, I have people attacking me now because of stuff that you said. I have people attacking Marcella.
I didn't say anything until y'all did.
I'll say that, Ples. No one who likes you is not going to invest in you. And she does.
Said she didn't like me, Lakeisha.
No, I'm just saying that on my own.
Stuff started happening that said people said that I felt I was overshadowing this place, and since they feel like that allegedly, I am going to walk away so I won't be a problem anymore. And it was evidenced by the comments being deleted against me. As I said in my video that somebody hasn't watched but they want to talk about, I wish everybody well. I wish this platform well. I wish Marcella well, Schoolboy, Princess, Bishop. I wish everybody well. As I said, I will be big enough to say, when you delete this, I'll delete my live. I'm not deleting the announcement because it wasn't a live. It was a pre-recorded, actually very nice video saying that I was leaving for time constraints. It said nothing about anything negative about any of you all. And if people have started to leave y'all in my live, I actually said, don't go to their pages. Don't troll them. Don't say anything about me. Let me go in peace. Let me do me. They will do them. And all of us will grow together. There's enough money, fame, whatever you want, success. And there's enough out here for all of us. We will all make it when God wants us to make it. I have cheered every last one of y'all on. Could I be on every live? No. Could I be in every picture? No. But I have supported every last one of y'all. Marcella, I never said you didn't support me. I did say I don't feel like you really like me, but I never said you didn't support me. And I said I didn't. Hold on. I said I didn't feel like you didn't like me because of different comments you would make on the show. I'm just telling you how I felt, Marcella. Right. And I'm saying that because of the timeline of how everything happened with Princess and so debonair, I didn't get into the specifics of that. I just said, based on this timeline, all of this happened, and then you became a permanent panelist. All of you all were rotating, and then all of a sudden you were permanent. So I don't understand why I have to go. Again, the rules are different for me.
Was that my fault? Was that my fault?
No, I didn't say that was your fault. I said, I don't understand why the rules are different for me. So I guess, this is more Monica. I don't know why I'm supposed to go to the team and tell them things when I don't get told things as a teammate. I don't get that courtesy. I don't get to, hey, this is what we're talking about tonight. I got to look on YouTube to see what the topics are tonight.
But I'm not in your group text. Am I in your group text?
No, I didn't say that.
I have to go to YouTube to find out what.
I didn't say any of that.
Because you got people hating me and talking.
I don't have people hating you.
Something to you. You said you felt like I didn't like you. You didn't say I said I didn't like you.
I didn't say
I didn't like you. I don't work, but I support you. I'm there. You see me there on your post.
Marcella,
you said that's what you felt like. I understand it, but I never treated you.
When I see somebody, when I give a clear, very nice, professional video saying I'm leaving for time constraints, and I have people inboxing me all day. Listen here. I'm just telling you what. So just like I didn't tell anybody to be mean to y'all or to delete y'all, I have people in my inbox saying, "Are you okay?" They said you're crazy.
Say you left for mental health.
I'm just telling you.
Go back and look. That didn't come out my mouth.
Marcella, I'm just saying, you're saying people are doing things to you. People are coming to me saying, are you okay? They said you crazy. You got mental health issues.
Can I finish?
But that's not even what I said.
Can I say one thing?
Lakeisha, can I just say this real fast? That's not even what I said. Like I said, yesterday, I had several people come to me and said, Ples were saying, you guys, the channel affected her mental health and she's departing ways. And in the comment section, they were saying that people were saying, guard your mental health. Your mental health's important. If their negative energy over there. That's neither here nor there. You made a video. You said it was nice. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't watch it. I didn't watch the video yesterday, the pre-recorded. Yesterday wasn't a live, tonight was a live. A lot was said. There's a lot of miscommunication going on. When I felt better, I should have called you, but I also felt like maybe you should have reached out to me and said, I need to really talk to you. I really need to talk to you right now because I'm about to go live. And
go live.
I'm about to drop a pre-recorded video and things are going to blow up.
She said that we were never friends, and I was like, oh, okay, we were never friends. And that was the lesson that I learned from Tasha K, that when people want to do you wrong, they will dilute it to business. Now, I believe that we were building a friendship because she would call me when she was on her way to go to the hookah lounge and meet up with daytime tea time. She let me talk on the phone with her daughter, was telling me about how her daughter wants to do Saved by the Bell or whatever that type of commentary is on the Disney Channel. Like we would do, I've even talked to the daughter. She even would say that, oh no, you didn't talk to her. She just answered the phone one time. I'm not going to go back and forth with that. I remember we talked about it. We talked about all these things. And then the woman even said that she wanted me to move to Atlanta and do the show. But we ended up falling out because I ended up getting to a point where I'm like, I'm not about to let you play with me. I'm not allowed, like you play with me once, I'm not about to keep letting you play with me. And girl, I'm already trying to figure out how to get my equipment. I'm having to sneak through, look through different pictures and see what you got in your background to upgrade my stuff because as my mentor, you're not even really giving me no game. Okay, you're not really giving me no game, and I'm having now to figure it out on my own. So boom, fast forward now, boom, we move into 2018. So I'm doing my commentary on Tasha K like I've been doing because remember, she met me dragging her. A lot of people will not acknowledge that. She met me dragging her. She literally met me doing commentary on her, saying that she did not have any receipts on the Cardi B Star Marie case. That's how she ran into me. That's how I even became a mentor. I was not sucking up to her. I was not, shouting her out. I was reading her. That's what people need to understand. So nothing that I'm doing now is anything different than I was doing in 2018 before she met me. Let's start there. But then I was getting traction and my numbers were going up when I would do my commentary on her. People would always tell me, don't trust her. Don't trust her. She's a snake. She's a snake. I didn't really hear it. And so I was on my commentary on her and she could not take it. 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 Then it got to a point where daytime, tea time, and this is my girl. She's going to probably feel away that I have to put this out, but I got to put it to the chronological because this is all before Storm Monroe. This is all before Storm Monroe. I'm trying to grow my channel. And at one point I felt like it was Chronicle Speaks and daytime because I was doing like different type of videos. It was some Wendy Williams topics at one point. It was also the Redbone, Nicki Minaj, but I would do a video and then daytime would go and throw a video on top of on my video, but the same type of video to throw me out of the algorithm. And then they would share Chronicle Speaks video. Luckily for Layla Lynn, shout out to Layla. Layla Lynn sometimes would just find it in her heart and just share my video and give me some views. But for a while, I felt like, I don't know how far Chronicle was in there, but I know Candace and Tasha K, they were wearing me out and nobody would believe me. Nobody would believe me. Tasha K had Candace suffocating my video and no one would believe me. They thought I was crazy. So then that's when I dragged Daytime. That's where that came from. And of course we end up talking and then we end up exchanging and we end up realizing who did what and what was the common denominator. And so that's my girl. That's one of my good girlfriends to this day. Talk to her almost every day. So shout out to her. I love her. Hey girl. But anyway, so then I went even harder. I went even harder. So then the OG thing came up, things started coming up. So boom. But the thing was, a lot of people started not liking me because I used to, when I would drink, I would say the B word, I would do this, I would do that. And so a lot of black women started to feel away. And so Tasha K seen that. And so then she was like, yeah, this man, he's always coming for black women. I'm going to go find somebody. I'm gonna build another person. I'm gonna build somebody to surpass him. Now there was a content creator. I don't remember where Storm came from. I really don't remember him from 2018. I don't feel like he was really all the way on the radar yet. I feel like she was trying to work with him, but there was another girl. I will not give her name out. Tasha K was trying to build her. She was a fan of me, but then she went to Tasha K. Tasha K was trying to build her. She didn't have what it takes. Tasha K started sending her stuff. The girl, she would share the girl, and she was like, yeah, this girl's gonna be at 20,000 subscribers in a month, this and the third. The girl never really clicked. So then Tasha K started looking for a guy. And now, boom, here we get to the Storm Monroe piece. Boom. So now so she's looking for someone to battle me. She's looking for someone to be the person that's going to drag Armand Wiggins, the person that is going to be the mouthpiece that can really shut me up, the one that also the mentee that can be successful, the mentee that can surpass me so that she can show that I needed her.
Okay, so Tasha K and her longtime bestie Storm Monroe just had the craziest falling out ever, and these two have been dragging each other for filth on social media. It's kind of wild to see these two dragging each other because we never thought that we would ever see the day that these two would be exposing each other on social media like this, but here we are. Child, y'all need to hold on to your lace fronts because this drama is about to blow up off the rails because these two did not come to play with each other. If you're wondering what happened to these two, well, it's kind of hard to pinpoint what exactly happened between them. Before their official falling out, there were rumors that there was some kind of tension between them, which later blew up into a major disagreement between them, causing them to end their friendship. According to Tasha K, they fell out because Storm was moving weird toward one of his subscribers who he had an intimate relationship with, and she stepped in to check him on his weird behavior. According to her, Storm did not like being checked or held accountable for his behavior, and that's when they started to fall off. She claimed that Storm met the woman through his platform and would fly out often to see her and hook up. While that wasn't bad, she claimed that Storm would then brag about sleeping with a subscriber on air, painting very explicit stories about how he was playing her and had no intention of ever committing to her. She claimed that he was very rude when he talked about the girl, and Tasha checked him for it.
And I'm saying this behind the scenes, and this is when I went live, and I said Kiwi Studios had to form a separation so that if this lady wanted to file suit for coercion or anything because she's embarrassed that she went this far with you, I don't want Kiwi Studios associated with that. Like, no, because if I had known that you were like this, I wouldn't have. No, I have a daughter, I'm a mom. Like, what the and I was like, and I told you, if you gonna fall for a subscriber, you fall for a subscriber. You don't a subscriber, and you don't get on your platform to diss them. It was real distasteful, and it was beneath him. And I was like, are you feeling yourself? You got money in your pocket now. Now you getting some. But then I said, you know, she can easily use the videos that you do that are explicit on your channel. Say that you lured her in. Okay, she didn't want to you. All right, you're still under contract with Kiwi Studios, and all she got to do is yell out because her reputation is on the line. Because she shouldn't have laid down with you, but now she probably feeling used, and you gonna broadcast that.
Well, according to Tasha, Storm didn't like her checking him for his behavior, and this was the real reason that they fell out. She also accused Storm of spreading rumors about her and talking about her privates to other people in an attempt to humiliate her. However, in a recent interview, Storm denied talking smack about Tasha or speaking about her privates. Instead, he claimed that she was flipping the script because back when they were friends and collaborators, she used to talk about his privates and also made inappropriate comments about him and his body.
So, did you ever say her thing?
I never said thing. I never put my face near her. I never penetrated her. I never licked her. I never ate her ass. I never slapped her. Nothing like that. She never sat on it. Nothing. Like, all I saw was her. That's all I saw, because she would take her constantly.
Because she kind of alluded to the fact that you said something like that in her video. Like, oh, that's what they always go to. They always say in a woman's stink, or they talk about a woman's looks. So they saying, just say y'all never had dealings. So I'm guessing you just said that you didn't have dealings with her.
No. Me and her never had dealings. She would ask me about my constantly. How big is it? She would joke about my penis. Not joke, but like talk about. She would talk about all the time. She's obsessed with big penis. She's obsessed with like real, like skinny men because they be hanging, they be slanging, they be hung. And she was like, oh, well, how big is it? I said, it ain't nothing but 7 inches. She said, oh, well, you know what? Shaq got 9.5. Shaq got 9.5. And I be running from this. I be running. And then when he be hitting me from the back, I be screaming, and he be like, what are you running? And she be like, shit, that's a whole lot to take.
But Storm was not done with her because he also spilled some wild tea about Tasha's private life. Storm claimed that Tasha allegedly cheated on her husband when they first got together, and she allegedly used to work as an escort before they got married.
That don't mean that she cheated on her husband at the beginning of the relationship. Let me tell you something. This is the same woman that used to be. She was back before she met her husband. Let me take you back.
Do you have grounds to call her? Because I don't want her to say that we shaming her. We talking about a black woman.
But shit, she sex shamed me for being a sex worker, so I'm not shaming her. But she would sleep with married men. That's how she paid her bills before she met her husband. So she would constantly sleep with married men. She used to hang. Huh?
She said this?
Yeah.
Okay.
He also claimed that Tasha and her husband are swingers who have an open relationship, and that Tasha kind of sleeps around, and she allegedly ate other women out, if you know what I mean.
Oh, so Sabrina said, so Wack wasn't lying. Wack 100 said he smashed her. What you think about that?
It's possible. They are swingers. They have an open relationship. She watched her husband another big Dominican Republic on a dirty mattress. Come on now, like let's stop the cap.
Oh my God.
She ate Chelsea. Let's stop the cap.
Storm Monroe just said Tasha K ate Chelsea's.
If we gonna tell it all. Like, I don't have time for it.
Now, wait a minute. Allegedly. What?
She ate that cat. Yes.
About Tasha can't keep no YouTube friends. Who the fuck is a YouTuber? 3 motherfucking channels down. You want to talk about my baby? You want to call my baby slow? But my baby ain't slow enough to mess up no motherfucking bread. See, when you slow enough to fuck up your bread, there's a problem. When you fuck up your money, when you fuck up what feeds you, that's slow, bitch. You want to call back people babies rapists and shit?
Yeah.
Where is you at now? Do we hear you?
We don't hear it all. Let's talk about the fact that a certain person is now saying that we responsible for somebody that's missing.
Who missing, child?
As if me and you took the time to plot to get rid of somebody.
Who's missing?
Taco Bell baby. They said they was pregnant while they was smoking menthol cigarettes.
Storm, I'm confused. Who? Text me. We ain't saying no names on here.
We ain't saying no names. The one you took down though. But yeah.
No names.
Yeah.
So if they kicking the L right now, they kicking the motherfucking L.
They was smoking Virginia Slim
and saying they was pregnant in the back of an ambulance.
Oh, that bitch. Man, I talked to her family last week. That bitch calling them every week. Ain't nothing wrong with her.
Ain't no wrong at all. Ain't no wrong. But my thing is, I get on the internet and it's like, number one suspect in her disappearance. Wait a minute. What the fuck we got to do?
You, Storm?
Me.
I could have seen that coming.
I thought you was talking about another YouTuber because I was like, no, she lives around the corner. She just got a little discouraged. She'll be back.
Well, she'll be back.
She'll be back. Like, she's not going anywhere. So, winning team over here. We're on a winning team, bitch. We keep going consistently, regardless of how we're feeling day to day. Like, we can get beat down on this internet, bitch. I'm going to load back up the next day and I'm going to keep going. That's called the it factor. Let me tell you. See, people think they have the it factor, but it's not the it factor that gets you views. It's not the it factor that gets you subscribers. It's not the it factor that gets you the job. It's not the it factor that makes you money. It's not the it factor that buys you the car. It's the consistency and it's the discipline. You can have somebody extremely talented.
Yes, Tasha.
Right? There's a lot of talent out on this motherfucking internet. But there are people that are willing to nurture their talent. And people aren't nurturing their talent. Just like when you raise a baby and you nurture them and to walk into the direction, but because their parents failed them, they haven't learned that one thing. And that's why they end up like going to drugs or sex. Because that's how I'm preaching a word right now. I'm really doing it because rejection, fear. You know what I'm saying? The thoughts of you're never going to be anything because you weren't taught the very things that your parents were supposed to give you, although you say you got parents, right? But they didn't give you that security that you needed. So that's why when somebody says, hey, don't call me, I need 30 days to myself, and you call back 5 minutes later because your stomach turns, because you feel as if, yes, you fucked up something. And this person wants to separate from you, and they're now starting their separation. You see what I'm saying? Are you following me here?
Yeah. I just wonder, does it ever stop? Like, when does this stop?
It never stops.
I'm talking about everybody, guys. We're talking about everybody.
We're talking about everybody.
There's so many times I will go
and claim they were friends with me, and I somehow did them wrong from my house. We ain't never met. But I somehow did them wrong, and I'm behind the scenes reporting videos. The fuck?
We ain't got time to do that.
And it's gotten to a point where people are well aware of the power of Tasha K in your search engine. So it's to the point where people are making up lies to continuously give a reason to put Tasha's name and stuff. Tasha, no, I was in all of the trash K wino. I was in the gutter with them. I was standing there watching, reading everything, screenshotting everybody and stuff like. Because I want to be in the streets. I want to know what the people are saying.
Of course.
When I tell you just the outright lies about everyone, her family, her friends, even like the little celebrity connections, just based off of if she liked a picture or if this person unfollowed that person unfollowed, and they're only doing it because you want attention so bad, you want a platform so bad that you will sit there and lie and try to take down another Black YouTuber. Just for what? Just to get a minimum 5,000 views? I know what I put Tasha in mind.
What about the conspiracy? But what about the conspiracy that Tasha is so evil? I'm like, before I started working with her, do you know how many DMs I got that literally called her the devil?
The devil.
The devil. She's gonna put you in a blood. He signed his contract in blood, and I'm like, wait a minute. Now they done said we in Illuminati. I said I didn't made it.
There was one moment where Storm, I felt so bad because of the way people were dragging you because of your association with me. That you don't remember me talking to you, and I was telling you, like, Storm, listen, if you wanna go on, you know, your own way, feel free to do that, because it's more about. I felt like because when people get a lot of views and they get a lot of, like, you know, they get noticed a lot, people don't understand what that comes with. That comes with a good amount of hate, that, and a lot of times we're attracted to the negative comments more than the positive.
True.
Oh, you're beautiful, you're beautiful. That one person that says you're ugly, you're going to have that stick out because it's that one thing. And it's like somebody found something different. And it's the negative part of us that it just draws to it. That's why the drama sells. That's why I'm able to sell the drama, and I'm able to put in a little of the shit that I really love. Okay.
True.
And I'm passionate about it at the same time. However, like, I remember I was like, you know what? I think that I personally brought him in too soon, because for me, it took years for me to gain this much, right? And it's not even where I want to be. I was just telling Chelsea today about something else we about to launch. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I'm getting started, but I remember feeling bad. I was like, there's a reason why people have to crawl before they walk. Not to say you haven't crawled before you walk, because I felt like you were good with the discipline, the consistency. You are so consistent with your content. You know, you will go live, race through the snow, whether you're sick, whatever, you're going to do a show. But I felt like the emotional aspect to carry the burden, being dragged by people that didn't know you, that pretended that they knew you. I felt like you weren't ready for that, and maybe I threw you into the lion's den. But then I thought about it. I didn't throw him into the lion's den. This is something that was supposed to happen, and you were strong enough to really put on your big girl panties. I did feel bad because I'm like, so many people are in his ear telling him all these things, and they're dragging him based off his association with me. But I hope he sees when he looks at his check.
That's all I cared about. I got bills to pay. I ain't got time for this shit.
No, and it's really sad that whenever someone, especially someone of color, is successful, it always has to be demonized. You had to get there in some shicey or crazy way.
Yes.
You go to Tasha house, she got fucking vegan. She don't even got Oreos. She don't got
look, and they swear she be drinking all day. They swear she be drinking all day. She got the baby on the titty all day, y'all. Like
all day.
Like literally, it's the baby on the titty. She talking to her daughter. She cracking on her husband. He cracking at her. Like, it's just, they really got a reality show for real.
You know what, Tay? You have a very, very good point. You said everybody ain't lying on Tasha. No shade. I'm not saying it's all on you, but you're not perfect. Here's the thing, Tay. You watch me, right? But do you know me?
Right.
You don't know me. So if me and you jump on the phone and we have a few phone calls, right? And these phone calls don't go well because you're not going to feed me bullshit. Does that deem you, I guess, worthy enough to speak on my character based off of interactions we've had for a limited amount of time? This is what we're talking about, guys. We're talking about people who have had limited interactions with me. Limited, and was so excited about meeting me. It took me a while to grasp how people viewed me, whether positive or negative. Because the positivity, they view me as like up here, and I feel like we here.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, people stop me, ask me for pictures. Oh my God, can you sign this? Oh, this, that. My DMs every day loaded. Please, can you give me money? Everything. But like, it took me a while, and then I'm getting on the phone with people who look up to me. The first negative thing that goes wrong, of course, is going to crush them. But I had to learn that the hard way, to just don't fuck with nobody.
Yeah. You got to protect your peace.
I don't fuck with nobody. That's what I'm telling you. Don't fuck with nobody. How long has people been, my circle of friends that you've been around, how long they been around?
You've been knowing them, I think, over 20 years, you told me, yeah.
Everybody's, they ain't never came on the internet and said shit about me.
Because they don't want your life. They have their own shit going on.
Yes.
Yeah, they don't want your life.
They are your friend.
Or successful.
they're successful and they're not envious. That's one thing about you. Your friends, they'll take a million pictures with you. Don't ask to be tagged. Don't ask for the comments. Nothing. They're just happy to be around you. That is one thing about you. I will say your friendships.
For money, none of my friends that I've been around have ever asked me for any money to pay a bill, to do anything. This is when I had money, didn't have money, and had money again. Never done that.
Well, I had to. I ain't ashamed to say you helped me out when I first came here.
Storm, that was a gift. Shut the fuck up.
But
Anyway,
still,
I
though.
never asked you for. I asked Shaq for money.
And I offered to pay you back, and you would not take it.
I never offered to pay you
but
back.
I had it like that, like friend, like you genuinely picked up your life and moved and gave up your job and moved here to take a chance on your career. Storm gave up everything. Him and his mom. You know what I'm saying? Even though his mom did not fuck with me, she didn't want no parts of me. She still came and she reaping the benefits. So then you buy her a new car.
No, she already had that, but I didn't buy her no car, but she set up in a nice place.
She set up. Mama said, I thought he had bought her a car.
I like Storm.
Hey,
Chelsea.
I see that they can speak on your character to a certain degree, but when you interact with people, they do and will form opinions. That is natural. When you interact with somebody, you're going to form an opinion about them. But I'm closed off. Tay, I'm closed off. And even when I'm interacting with the people in the DM, there's nothing you're going to get from me that's so personal that you're going to be able to post and be like, oh, look what she said. You're not, I'm closed off and they know that. You will not be able to penetrate me unless I see you here. If I meet you and I see you every day, that's when I can say, you know what, I can be friends with this person.
Yeah.
Because I'm such a good reader of character when you're in my presence, but over the phone, I can't tell. Through these profile pictures, I can't tell who y'all are. They have perceptions of me. Those are perceptions.
Right.
Those are perceptions, but you don't know me. You don't.
But I think those are perceptions based on what people have going inside. I know from me personally, and I know also from like Nicole or Jasmine. I know from working with you these past 2 years, Tasha will say the most off the wall stuff to you. Off the wall about you, and it's not to hurt your feelings, it's not to bring you down, but it's always to make you grow. But she'll say it in a way that if you already have malice inside of you, it's going to take you to you know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to say, Storm? If you already
but I haven't I haven't experienced that. I've experienced Tasha talks very big, like she has big visions. So you know how like some people dream small, Tasha really doesn't. Like she just talks like big. So if you insecure, you'll be like, "What?
Yeah,
I can't do that."
Didn't I just tell you that Tasha will start with the end when she's explaining stuff to you?
Yeah, she starts with the end goal.
Game.
Yeah.
So you'll be like, "Bitch, how did we even get there?
Like, what are we talking about?"
Yeah. Like, but Tasha, right? You be coming up with ideas, and I'm like, before we start doing that, you got
out of nowhere, and I'm like, we're gonna fucking do this right now. They're like, what?
And I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yes.
So if you, like you said, Storm, if you have insecurities in yourself, or if you already feel type of way towards Tasha, the little stuff that she says is going to eat you up inside.
It's a big thing.
Yeah. It's going to.
My friends have talked to me about that because they'll say, girl, we'll bring new people around. And you'll say something and they're completely turned off because they don't know me. And I'm not trying to get to know them. So I don't tiptoe around people. I'ma just say what I gotta say.
Fuck a friend. They want Tasha to be mommy. They want to be Lamine so goddamn bad. That's really what it is. Because at this point, even the way they say her name, like Tasha K, like fucking ventilating when you're saying it. You're about to pass out, like flipping out over this fucking lady.
It's insane. It's insane. Can I? Oh, no, well, let me ask you this, because maybe it gets worse as you go along. Have you guys ever encountered people feeling like you're not for the community? Can somebody tell me what that means?
They say I'm colorist. They say I don't like black men. I don't like black men. I'm for the white man. I mean, that just kind of comes with the territory. So I mean, I'm like, how can I like? I mean, it's just another way. A lot of people are triggered a lot of times by the stories that I tell because a lot of times they don't understand. They see themselves in the story. And so they're taking out anger on me that they should be taking out on the person who they had that experience with. So I just kind of remind them of that situation when I say something like that. So I kind of know how it works. And I guess this is another way of me big talking. That's how it works. So I don't really let that bother me because that's an inner issue that you're working out. I would never get offended by someone saying something about somebody else. Or when these people gaslight you on the internet. That's not me. I'm not going to follow trends because I know it has nothing to do with me. I've literally had to have a breakdown course with my daughter because she's wanting to go protest and shit about shit people have said on the internet. Tantu is very pro-black, and I love her.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm like, girl, you will get killed out here because these motherfuckers, you have bots on the internet that literally start shit just to start protests, to disrupt shit so they can do other things, okay? Yeah. And so you have to first do your research. So when she does it, she comes back like, oh my God, Mom, I can't believe I fell for that. You know what I'm saying? Like the little girl that got shot by the white cop in front of her house. Everybody upset. Yeah, with a knife.
Yeah. Yeah.
If somebody coming at my baby with a motherfucking knife, you better do what the fuck you gotta do. You understand what I'm saying? So you can't put yourself in situations and then cry, oh, they're being racist, they're being this. You have to really research everything. And so that's why I don't let all that other shit get to me. But what they say, Storm? What the fuck?
They want me. They keep saying they want me to come out the closet. Hey, well, I tell you what. Why don't you give me some pussy first? Let's see.
You sitting in the living room.
Wait a minute. Let's see if I'm gay together. Give me some pussy first. Let me just see what it feel like. Let me just see.
But I also want to say, nowadays there is no other black platform besides on YouTube.
There's no what?
There's no other black media platform besides what Tasha provides on YouTube. Like there is no BET.
Yeah, because the conscious community is a fucking joke.
There's no BET. There's no 106 in Park. There's no place to get your black tea, your black news, unless you're on Instagram and then you see the Shade Room, you see the Neighborhood Talk. But I'm talking about like that personal type of thing. They don't have that except for YouTube. So of course it's gonna sound like it's being not for the community because this is some scandalous shit. Sometimes we do the positive stuff, but y'all don't give a fuck.
And that's one thing I ain't about to sit here and explain to no motherfucker. I don't care if they're a fan or not about the shit that I fucking love. People will never understand that. This is my passion. You don't have to agree with it. You don't have to fucking like it. And guarantee I ain't never asked nobody to watch it. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm not about to explain what it is that I do. And a lot of times I see sometimes it does trigger and I may give a little bit of context to what I said. But for the most part, I can give two shits about how people feel or think about my fucking content. It makes me happy. It pays my bills. And that's all that matters.
That's it.
Y'all listen to rap music all day, talking about fucking your daughters, raping your daughters, trafficking your daughters, putting drugs in your mama. Did you say anything about that shit? You be in the club twerking, going to get your bodies done, you know what I'm saying, having your little house parties. You don't say a motherfucking thing. But when you see a black woman that doesn't fit the status quo, that doesn't go along with the trends, all of a sudden what I'm doing is wrong. Nah, fuck out of here. It makes me happy. That's all that matters. It ain't even got to make you happy. I'm just allowing, and I'm going to be honest with you, I've never said this to anybody or to anybody. This is an experience that I'm inviting you to experience with me.
The Storm is raping. What do y'all talk? When did I ever? Okay.
You do drugs now?
What the fuck?
They talking about? No, they talking about the manosphere. I'm gonna leave that alone.
What court case got me stressed? What they talking about? Who got a court case on Friday?
You have court on Friday?
I ain't got no motherfucking court case on Friday.
I thought we started out on Friday.
I don't know about it. It ain't gonna stop shit. It ain't gonna shut me the fuck up. And I'm still gonna go on to do what I do best. Okay. Mm-hmm. So, what she got me? I'm still here, and you on my motherfucking live, Cassie. How you doing?
And they swore you was done. If she loses, she's done. She's done. And I'm like, oh my God.
They gonna be. I want to see what content they gonna create after this case over.
When this is done, I'm ready for this to be so said and done.
They gonna report after this case is over.
And my thing is, why they keep talking about that one case? You know how many cease and desist and lawsuits we done got?
My God.
We got like 20 celebrities.
Story of my life. I be like, do what I do just like.
Please. That's why I told Storm at dinner, if you gonna be buying Wise Social, bitch, run it up. Buy me.
Chelsea, we talk. You are an athlete's wife. We had this conversation.
I could have been a YouTuber's wife. You kept touching on my knee and stuff, and I told you I don't do that.
Okay, recognize it and keep it studios.
Listen, Chelsea, the way your body be looking on IG, I'm just saying. That's all.
What should I say? Well, on IG, you saw it in real life. It was looking good in real life too.
I mean, both, but I'm just saying. I ain't mad at it either way.
I just said it, Yolanda. I'm telling you, these girls don't understand. People, they want to go out here. They want to get their bodies done. They want to run to Dubai. They want to fuck. They want to sell ass, and they don't understand the bitch that's covered is getting more play.
Bam.
The psychology to it, because like when people are covered, right? Imagine if the whole world was covered. A naked woman would shine. That's why it was so popular back in the day. Mm-hmm. Okay? That's why I was like, oh my God, Marilyn Monroe. She just, wow. Oh, wow. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so. But now everybody's naked. Everybody got the same body. Everybody got the same poses. It's the bitch that's dressed up now that's getting more plays. Because they want to see what she got, and she ain't putting out.
And it'll have the nigga taking you to get a $300 steak. A lot of y'all ain't never had a $300
I
steak.
never had a Kobe steak. Y'all ain't never had I forgot the name of the other one.
I'm just saying.
A Wagyu.
I'm just saying. But my thing is, me and Tasha, we do a job, and it just amazes me how people feel like we use the people we talk about. Bitch, y'all better use people in life. You either fucking or you getting fucked, so what are you doing?
Did Chelsea do it back?
No, but they don't consider it gay because they two women, and sometimes women just get drunk and do that and whatever.
If you're wondering who Chelsea is, she's Tasha K's former assistant. They had a major falling out, which eventually led to Chelsea quitting her job as Tasha K's assistant. However, Tasha claimed that she fired Chelsea, and Chelsea didn't quit, so that situation was also a mess. Things were so messy that after they stopped working together, Chelsea wrote a tell-all book about how nasty it was to work with Tasha K. However, the book never saw the light of day, and Chelsea came out to accuse Tasha K of deliberately killing her book release.
Pay for him. She did exactly what I knew she was gonna do. 2 days ago, she was acting like she was so cool with the book. She wanted to help put it out, wanted to promote it, all stuff. Now all of a sudden, you want over 20%, and because I'm not giving you no money, and because I'm not letting you vet my book, you barely know how to read. You barely graduated 9th grade, so stop it. I'm not gonna let you edit my book to change something to make you look better than what you clearly are not. Now all of a sudden she's calling attorneys and lawyers trying to block it. Honey, you can never block this, all right? The show continues.
So yeah, Tasha is not on good terms with Chelsea as well. So fans thought that Storm might have been telling the truth when he claimed that Tasha allegedly ate Chelsea out, which would explain the drama. We thought that was the end of the chaos, but girl, the chaos was just starting because Tasha K's other friend, Sean Davey Way, jumped into the drama. He read Storm Monroe for filth, dragging him and calling him ungrateful for disrespecting Tasha K. For those who don't know, Tasha was the one who helped Storm get his career off the ground. She helped him get his channel running, and she served as his mentor for a while before he got very successful. So for him to turn on Tasha like this did not sit well with Sean, who came for him hard.
You got your goddamn nerve. Yeah, your mama let you work at Amazon. Your mama Tasha K, yeah, she had you making 20, 30K a month. Your own birth mother ain't never did that. So you got your goddamn nerve to still be running around here trying to disrespect the same woman that birthed you. I mean, how long are you going to use black women? Like, gross. You can at least like them if you're going to use them. Case in point.
Now, if y'all know anything about Sean, you know that he does not play about Tasha, so it wasn't surprising that he defended her so strongly. But that's not all, because he also came forward to accuse Storm of making up fake news for clout. Like when he claimed that Cardi jumped Offset's mother and that Cardi allegedly offered Offset's side piece money to get rid of the pregnancy. Cardi immediately slid into Storm's DMs, threatening to sue. She wrote, "The way I'm going to sue your behind for that story you made up, for you to say I offered to pay anybody for an abortion and say that me and Offset mom put hands on each other is crazy. I would never disrespect my kid's grandmother or put my hands on someone's mom. That's not even her character or mine. Then to claim that I'm paying someone to take a child's life is insane, but you will be getting a lawsuit your way." At first, Storm tried to play cute and confident and dared Cardi to bring on the lawsuits. He wrote, "Just got a DM from Cardi B this morning. Looks like your boy is official in these celebrity streets. Guess I need a lawyer now too. Anyone know one that takes payments in memes? Cause I ain't got it." But he probably figured out that Cardi is not the one you want to play with when it comes to issues like this, especially when her family is brought into the situation. Tasha K learned the hard way when she made up stories about Cardi when Cardi was pregnant with Culture and shortly after she gave birth. Cardi eventually sued Tasha for defamation and she won the case easily because Tasha admitted in court to making things up on purpose. She was ordered to pay over $4 million million to Cardi, but she has been dodging that payment for years now. As bold as Storm claimed to be, he didn't want beef with Cardi because she's petty AF, so he eventually folded and apologized to her, and Sean tore him to shreds over this.
Just like the exclusive information you had about Cardi B over there getting her ass beat by Offset Mama, just for Cardi to jump into your DM and tell you the way I'ma sue you, and then all of a sudden it came down. Not only that, an apology followed. That's also last time we saw you over there with your brother Armand. How's he doing? Do you know? I do. He's doing great. What he doesn't talk about is you.
Sean also claimed that the reason Storm was so pressed and salty was that Tasha's assistant Chelsea allegedly stole Storm's man, and Storm blamed Tasha for it.
And when it comes to Chelsea, he can't let the thing go with Chelsea because Chelsea took his man, okay? Now, if y'all was here back in the day, I have the clip still on my IG with Stormisha yelling at Tasha K and saying, you brought this to my house. You brought this to my house. What Tasha K did not realize is, girl, he is in love with Von. Like, Tasha, girl, you sent the love of his life to his house, and now he in love with him, and he moving on. He have to sit there and listen to Chelsea. Parent that in. Give it to me about in. Do you know that's Tasha?
She was looking literally for a project to feed her ego, to show that, okay, little mother effer, you gonna keep talking? I'm gonna find a man who's gonna drag you. All these black women are gonna love this person, and I'm gonna build them to have a bigger platform than you. Here comes Storm Monroe. He's working with Tommy Sotomayor during the time. He's trying to figure out, okay, which way he wants to go, how he wants to do it. Boom. He goes to Atlanta. They take a picture. I don't know the full thing about how they got connected, but he moves to Atlanta. They're doing a show. Okay? They're doing a show. He's going to be the new co-host on her podcast, right? He's up next. He's going to be the one. So immediately she goes on live. Storm Monroe. First thing Storm Monroe says, yeah, I need you guys to understand this. This is why I say this is not a drag on Storm Monroe. The first thing he says, yeah, she chose me and not you. I don't say nothing. I don't even know this dude. First thing that come out, boom. Then I think he said my name and what she said, don't even mention his name. We want him to work for every single subscriber he gets. Boom. So she already put him up on game. Like, you are going to take this nigga out. I posted, I said, I'm more of the Wendy Williams, Howard Stern type, but every Wendy Williams and Howard needs a Norman and a Robin. However, I'm not Norman and I'm not Robin. She went on her platform and dragged me for filth for Storm Monroe. Now, here's what we find out from Storm Monroe. She has Storm Monroe in a contract from 2018 or 2019 all the way to June 18th of 2022. Okay? She flew him out there. She made logos for him. She got him lighting equipment, computers, paid half of his rent, cameras. Did I say logos? She literally built Storm Monroe from the ground up. Now, mind you, in his story, he said that he was going to be moving to California. She asked him to move to Atlanta. And she said if he doesn't move to Atlanta, she doesn't want to force him to move to Atlanta, but she would be sad. She was literally looking for someone to be in that spot. Then she said, in the contract, the network would be sharing Storm Monroe's video. If you remember when Storm Monroe came out, every video that Storm Monroe made for almost 2 years straight, damn near until he hit 100K, she was sharing every single video. She was determined on having Storm Monroe surpass me. Whether we want to believe that it was the full reason or half the reason, a lot of the reason why she picked up Storm Monroe was to be spiteful towards Armand Wiggins and to show that she can make someone be more successful than me. Okay? So boom, with that being said, Storm gets into his things. You know, I do my OG video. Black women, they're pissed off. I say OG looks like a monkey. Oh, I'm getting canceled. Storm Monroe slides in, makes a video about me, panders to all these black women. All these black women flood Storm Monroe for subscribers. Starts dragging me. Tasha K sharing it. Oh, it's just going. I think that man hit like 10,000 subscribers. It was crazy. Boom. It was like he was the new hero. Oh, boom, yeah, boom, boom, boom. He's dragging them out. Boom. And this is probably one of the most important pieces because he talks about how Tasha K disrespected his mother. Storm Monroe talked about how Tasha K disrespected his mother and his mother did nothing but tried to warn him about her. Right? So there was a man by the name of Trey, fat. I don't know where he went. He was a liar. He would call into my show all the time and talk about, stuff. And he was cool. I thought he could be like a co-host on the show from time to time. He was a kiki, but he would claim to have this tea on Tasha K. And I wouldn't go with that. He was messy. Somehow we ended up falling out. He ended up going over to Tasha K and Storm Monroe and saying that I said that Tasha K's husband was gay and da-da-da-da. You know, they put up these lies. So that was Storm Monroe's biggest live stream. Storm Monroe took that guy, interviewed him on his platform, and talked and had that man lie on me and said that me and Daytime Tea Time paid that man $5,000 to slander Tasha K and her husband. Tasha K is sharing this. I mean, it's going up to 3,000, 4,000. It hit thousands of numbers. I went on live and I didn't address it. Okay. In that same moment, I want you to listen, because he also said that she disrespected his mother. Well, Storm Monroe doesn't tell you guys he's not innocent. For Tasha K, he doxed my father. Right? Those videos are gone now. I still never said anything. He doxed my father, saying that my father was this bankrupt pastor stealing from the church, all kind of stuff. I think that's ironic. Doxed my father. That's why I said I don't fool with that nigga, because you did all that for Tasha K. I still never addressed this man. Ever. Still yet have never addressed him. You're pulling up I don't even know if that's true. I don't know. But you're pulling up information on my dad. Okay, this is weird. I'm not saying anything. Then I think another thing is funny. He talked about, even in his latest video, he talked about, how he hasn't been online. Because all the time he doesn't like to do celebrity gossip. I remember not too long ago, during this time, I tried to do something different. Those that know, I had a tarot channel. I was doing tarot videos. I was trying to get in my zen and do my little, and then I did them on this platform. Y'all dragged me. But I'm like, I don't want to do celebrity gossip all the time. It gets burnt out. Guess what? Storm Monroe dragging me. Oh, yeah, you're over there with all that voodoo and witchcraft and those tarot cards. Also Storm Monroe. Now wanting to do spiritual content and have witch doctors on his platform all the time. Candle magic and voodoo and psychics every other day on his channel. But drug me for it, because I was trying to do something different. And now it's literally on his platform saying he doesn't want to do celebrity gossip all the time. Storm Monroe, the same person who had people laughing at me for stepping out to try something different. Yet this is the same person that now has a bunch of witches and warlocks on his channel. So let's just really keep it a stop. Still never said nothing to the nigga. Still never said nothing directly to him. Still, I would do my subliminal post. We're not the same. We don't drip the same. Everybody come in. Oh, Armand is jealous of Storm Monroe. Oh, Armand is jealous. Oh, Armand is jealous. This and the third. Then Tasha K. Look at Storm Monroe. He makes $10,000 a month. Put your income up. I'm not putting my income up, mind you. I did send my income to Sean Davy Way though, and I made $10,000 that month too. But I didn't need to prove that, right? But she was pushing so hard for me and Storm Monroe to beef and me to be jealous and envious of him. And that was never my thing. I always just didn't respect her. But the thing is, the reason why I don't all the way feel bad for him is because he was with it. As long as it was going good for him, he was with that stuff. He was with it. He was with the dragon. He was with the mess. He was with the doxing. He was with the disrespect. He was with it all. He knew that she was trying it, and I would get on here and I would say, listen, Tasha K is trash. Tasha K is not really a friend. Tasha K is doing this out of spite. And he would get on the platform and act like we're all just trying to turn him against Tasha K, or we all just want to see Tasha K and him fall out, when we're like, no, you're going to fall out because she doesn't really care about you. She's not genuinely your friend, and she's not really looking out for you. I said these things, and then these people were trying to make it seem like we're over here pressed, or I'm over here pressed because he's growing and making money. And that was never my thing. That was never my thing. My only thing with him, and it's no disrespect and it's no shade, don't compare me to a nigga that you paid for.
So you can say what you want to about Marcella, but I know the one that you riding so hard for, so debonair, is the biggest motherfucking liar of them all. So if you're gonna call one person a liar, you gotta call the other person a liar. Like, stop with the bullshit. Like, seriously, stop with the bullshit. Seriously, this shit is pissing me off, because it's one thing you can selectively call people liars, and you siding with the biggest motherfucking liar on fucking YouTube right now. Stop it with the selective outrage. Seriously, this shit is pissing me the fuck off. Knock it the fuck off, princess. And I'm being cordial towards you, but the shit is pissing me the fuck off. From the last time, who didn't I get?
I gotta say this. I really wish that you and Princess was okay, because see, Princess don't even know what's really going on.
But I'm okay with Princess. I don't dislike.
You don't know.
I don't dislike Princess. What I'm saying is, I'm tired of one liar being called out, but not the other liar. Seriously, it was really ticking.
She said that she did not speak to Rabbit. Yes, you did.
You
Rabbit
did
showed
too.
protect.
You did too. I seen it
you
too.
Did. You
Yes,
did. And guess what? Did I say you said anything bad, Princess? See, that's what it is. This motherfucking So Debonair got all the women fighting that you can't even sit down and talk to me because you know what he says. I did not lie. Yes, you did lie. You did lie.
Absolutely. By you saying you didn't lie,
did lie,
it's a
Princess.
lie.
When you told him, I told you that Sinitra did it. You the one told me, baby. You know why? Because in your video, which I screenshotted and still have it, where you said Nosy and Sinitra told you. Get it right, Princess. And then you say, I told you. How would I know? I didn't say you reached out to Rabbit, girl. I said you talked to her. You talked to her. It don't matter who got the who. You talked to her.
First of all, by somebody playing semantics like that tells me the fuck that you're trying to fucking lie. Talking about I didn't reach out to Rabbit. Tomato.
You spoke to her before I did. So I don't know why you and So Debonair could be so appalled when y'all motherfuckers ran to her first. He ran to her first and you spoke to her second and I spoke to her third. But guess what? Y'all didn't have no confidence in any content creator. So you went to Rabbit because you knew that she could break it down and see what it was. I didn't say nothing negative about your ass. You was scared because you thought I told Rabbit some shit that I know you know. But I only went up there and talked about myself. That's what you was scared of. So you had to come out and do a video about me and that shit didn't make no sense. So when Dani did her video about you, you tucked up under your man. Come out with my man. And she called me and called me back. I ain't fucking call your ass back. You told me you was upset that I went to Rabbit. When I'm looking at the phone saying, how the fuck can she be upset about me going to talk to Rabbit when they did it first? You was down with that because you know what? I do have an email, baby, that you sent to Monica that I could have given to Rabbit. And I didn't. I went up there for Marcella Booth Davis, not no one else.
Don't pussyfoot around it. Get to the fucking point in the subject. Princess will tell you 1,000 fucking parables and 20 Aesop's fable before she gets to the fucking point. And that shit pisses me off.
Let me tell you something. My problem is with you. If you're going to tell the truth, tell the truth. I ain't never been scared of a motherfucking bitch ever in life. I ain't scared of nothing that y'all put out there because I know what I did. Number one, I've never emailed Monica a day in my motherfucking life. So if you got something, go ahead and put it out. Number two, I do have your call records. I keep every record. I keep a motherfucking receipt. So yes, you did call me back. I didn't lie about trees. What I said, what you said was, because you sit up there and take something from last month and put it in with the next month. When I asked you specifically, I said, how did Rabbit know Sinitra did the pull-up? I said, because if you knew and I knew and Nosy knew and I think so Deb knew, who told? And you said, I don't know. Rabbit told me that Trees told her. And I said I was going to call motherfucking Trees about it. And you said, no. Don't call her. Don't call her. Keep them out of it. I said no, because when it comes to some shit and the truth, I said I fussed with Trees at the time. I said, call Trees any motherfucking way. So you gonna sit up here and call me a lie and say you didn't say that? And I called Trees. Did I not, Trees? Did I not?
Okay. Why would I tell you not to call Trees?
I don't know. That's what you do. You said don't do it. I don't know. I don't know. You started backpedaling pussy
Marcella, at the time you were on that tight time because of.
But I didn't know her. I didn't know you to tell you that. I didn't know you to tell her that.
I know you didn't know me to tell me that.
Let me ask you something.
I need to say that.
You said that. Did Rabbit tell you I told her about that? Rabbit.
I don't talk to Rabbit. I've never talked to Rabbit. The only thing you got was them damn text messages when she reached out to me after trying to get an interview, and that's all I've ever said to Rabbit. So don't use me as excuse to get your interview because I didn't give nothing to her. I didn't do no interview with her. I said no couple of words, and I ain't never fucked with that lady ever again. And I told you I didn't fuck with her when you tried to bring her up to me again before you did that interview.
Are you gonna let me talk now? Are you gonna let me talk?
Okay, just go ahead. Keep quiet, Marcella.
Okay. So you asked me, did I tell Rabbit, right? Who told me about Sinitra driving through there?
I don't know. It wasn't me.
It was you.
Now, Princess?
Yes, you did. You told me.
Princess,
and guess what?
Jesus.
I live in Virginia. So Debonair lives in Atlanta. You were talking to Sinitra, and on your video, which I've screenshot, you said I'm the one who motherfucking knew it was only 3 people, me, Nosy, and Sinitra.
No, you a lie. I'll get Nosy and I'll get Sinitra.
You don't need Nosy, because guess what? I screenshotted
So, Rabbit, you didn't reach out to me when we got all the screenshots, and you sit up there, put them on your own interview that you reached out to me?
Listen, we saw your text.
I still have them if you need them.
She posted receipts. But it
okay,
doesn't
so
matter.
that's the only time me and Rabbit have ever corresponded. She reached out to me.
It doesn't matter who reached out to who. I felt it.
But no, you using me as an excuse. You using me as an excuse to do the shit that you wanted to do. Just say that's the shit you wanted to do. Don't use me for it. Just say you wanted to do the shit. That's it.
No, that you're a liar. See, that's why you're so upset sitting on that tone.
You fucking lying on me.
You try to take a shit, but you're not.
You want to use me for a video, so I do another video, so you can do another video, so we can continue this stupid ass shit.
No, you told me that Sinitra did that, and the only person knew but you and Nosy. And I'm going to tell you something.
Look, I don't snitch like that.
I never said you emailed Monica. Are you going to let me talk? I never said you emailed Monica, boo-boo. You emailed Nosy.
Please don't.
No, you emailed Nosy.
You just emailed Monica. You just said that 10 minutes ago. You lied so fucking much, you can't keep control of what you said.
No, baby. When I sent Rabbit those emails, I could have sent the one that you sent Nosy. You was in it.
I text Nosy. I never emailed Nosy.
Would you
mind? You text Nosy.
Okay.
And you just said Monica. You didn't say Nosy.
No. I said I could have sent her.
Let's rewind the beautiful being footage since this is live. Should I rewind it and play what you just said?
Stand in your truth. Stand in your truth.
Okay.
Should we just rewind what you just said?
Stand in your truth.
Could you let me say something, Princess? How about both of you ladies? Both of y'all
I'm
ladies.
sorry.
No, it's okay, baby. I understand you are emotional because this is an emotionally charged conversation. So I understand that. I want Princess to speak her piece, Marcel, because you've been up here already. So let's let Princess speak her piece. Do either of you ladies mind sending me the receipts of what y'all saying? Because both of y'all seem like y'all believe, and I don't know. I can't say who's lying, who's not.
I don't care, but the receipts is already out there, Trees. They are literally already out there. So I'm like, why is you saying non-truth? Like the shit is out there on her page, on my page, on other people's pages. So why is you saying this shit?
Where is Rabbit?
I want to show you this video where she went on that show and she said only people knew was me, Nosy, and Sinitra.
Down the Rabbit Hole News says, now I dropped the link for Rabbit. If Rabbit wants it, she knows she's welcome to come. Yeah. Down the Rabbit Hole News says, I reached out to you to clarify Tolbert, not an interview. I've shown the DMs. And Rabbit is very transparent. She is, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Princess is confused. I don't want to say that she lied, but I want to say that she probably thought that it was one way, because obviously she thought it was. Ooh.
Don't make me tell what you told, bitch. Don't make me tell on you. I got more videos on you, Princess.
But ain't that the videos that Princess posted though?
No, I'm giving you the name. It's not. That's what we over here saying. Stop doxing people.
But you've been doxing people, Princess. I can break your fucking video down. I may not know how to break it down and put it on YouTube, but I got these videos, bitch, of you more than one, okay? I said I want to do an interview, but I don't want to talk about So Debonair and Princess.
I'm telling you, we could have, but we didn't because it wasn't about them. This wasn't about Debonair and it wasn't about Princess, okay? Now, did I reach out to Princess? I reached out to Princess first. I absolutely did, but I never asked Princess for an interview. Princess, I never asked to interview. Please review those DMs. And I've shown all those DMs before. I was not interested because you had already interviewed with Nosy. I wasn't going to ask for an interview. You've already interviewed with her, and you had told people that you knew what Monica's hand looked like. You described it. I wasn't about that.
Oh, wait a minute. Dani is in the chat.
So just so you guys know, there was so much that could have been said, could have been done, and we didn't. And it's interesting because when I interviewed Debonair, I said, this isn't about dragging the avatar. Did we drag the avatar in the interview? No. But I privated that interview because I realized how much of a joke and how much he really took a lot of people for game. Like, he was very strategic. He knew where to go. My channel was already monetized, so I don't make money off of your name or your tags. Other than that interview, which has been privated for months, because I don't need it. I don't need you. I'm sorry, I don't, and that's the reality, that I really don't need Debonair. The other thing too is when
he did say that, Rabbit. He said that, that everybody's getting clicked. No, you actually helped
not
him.
From his name. Don't flatter yourself. Not from your name. Not from your name. Sorry, I have not put Debonair since the interview into tags.
But Dani even said he can't even make clout or money off of his
own stuff.
I mean, he has 117 views on one video. It's like so sad. Nobody showed up to his game night. Nobody showed up. Not even the
he
bitches in the
asked
basement.
Candy Shop. He asked everybody to come and they didn't come. Why he ain't asked her? Why he ain't asked these people over there on this and Jennifer Stewart? Because he said he embarrassed of them. That's why.
Of course he's embarrassed. The basement bitches are only flunkies and cronies. We got 400 people. Well, thank you. Thank you for that cash app, Miss Sonia.
So to be clear, okay, again, we could have brought up other people in that situation, you know, in Marcella's thing, but we didn't. And we deliberately, because this wasn't about them, this was about Marcella's portion. It wouldn't have made sense to just have disclosed that. I had already released a lot of DMs from these people, so there was no reason, okay? The other thing, too, I reached out to Princess, but it was not for an interview, okay? The only person that I reached out to for an interview was Debonair, okay, and Plez. And that was that. That was that. I meant what I said, and I showed all those DMs. I even showed DMs to people that weren't even part of, Bishop. He wasn't even part of this huge thing. You know, he would make appearances here and there, but he didn't really partake as much as the other ones. So that was that. There was nothing else to it. So I'm not really sure, what are we recycling here? Why are we recycling this shit? Like, do people drink old
I'm not. I did not.
I said they're recycling it because this is their last hurrah. Okay, Nosy Ho. Yes, this is the last ditch effort. This is Nosy Ho last hurrah.
But Trees, do you hear? I'm sorry, Trees. I'm sorry to cut you off, but let me ask you.
Go ahead.
Why is it? This is what I don't understand. Okay, the man had a live this morning. The avatar had a camera slip. Okay, who the fuck cares? But let me ask you: did anybody take screenshots to compare foreheads, hands, skin colors to Bojangles, to Tolbert? The way they did it.
Oh, we already know. None of them were correct.
Exactly.
They
So
were
where's
all
the apology?
wrong.
Where's the outrage for that?
Oh, the apology is not coming. You will never get an apology.
Exactly. No, but
you will never get an apology, Rabbit.
You'll get conspiracy theories about how their LLC is related to the other. Like, what the fuck? What is that all about?
And listen, and they're still not going to accept that that's Monica. They're going to say that's Monica's aunt. Oh, she did the camera slip on purpose. You're going to get a lot of bullshit. But see, now all of these 400 people that has been in this live, it's 387 people in here right now. Everyone, you have to stop listening to the basement bullshit. Period. If you are tired of this, there should be no investigation. Nosy is now trying to rehash, redox, re-victimize people. And you are here for it. You have to stop subscribing to the bullshit, or else you are complicit in helping to dox more innocent black women. Do you guys understand? Stop viewing it. I know it's hard to stop watching a train wreck. I understand it. But I don't understand it because I'm not going to subscribe or support the bullshit, and you guys got to stop it too, or else it's going to continue.
The DMs, just to let you guys know, to remind you, between myself and Debonair, before Tolbert happened, days before, he was participating in the other shit as well with Nosy. He was making appearances on the chat. So this bullshit about, I didn't know, and no, fuck that, because I was telling him days, hey, this energy, this is not okay. You want to show the DMs? I'm going to show you again those DMs that have already dropped a couple times. But specifically to June 16th, 17th, and the 18th, when Marcella and all that shit went down, she went to bed. Tolbert was up there with Debonair and Nosy. At the same fucking time, you had Wiley live with the avatar. And people couldn't put this shit together? Oh, it's a recording. No, it was a live stream at the fucking same time. Wiley was saying, they think they got you on the other channel. And Monica was saying, they got to leave that woman alone. This is not like, there is no pull the rabbit out of the hat shit here, guys. Come on.
And I sent Rabbit the message when I told Nosy, you need to be careful. That's not that lady when they said that she's going to use Monique Tolbert anyway. See, and that's what I'm saying. When they did that, I was asleep. So Debonair trying to say, Marcella introduced me to Nosy. I did, but did I make you say those horrible things about that woman? The bottom line is that Debonair don't even like women, period. He is punishing every woman that comes in his life. And I'm going to let you know that hers going to get hers too. How would you let a white man get up there and say something about black sisters, okay? Whether you liked us or not.
The thing is too, is like, one thing he said that if I'm wrong, I'm going to apologize. And somehow they've made it so that they are not wrong about the shit that they're accusing everybody of being. Okay? So
because they have to keep changing their stories.
Exactly.
So they'll never have to apologize.
One connection to the next. Okay, let's make a puzzle fit. Let's glue it together and make it look pretty. That's the problem that I have with it. So where is the apology? And how come nobody's fucking mad about? That's the piece that I don't get. We're all so focused on the face reveal of the avatar. Okay, so it wasn't the chicken lady. It wasn't the teethy one. It wasn't the other lady. So then, now what? Merry Christmas. Now what?
And I don't care what you say. I jumped on it for it to be some bullshit, Miss Charlie. Let me tell you something. I looked at my wrist. I got time today. And I'm not here to play. I'm gonna tell y'all want to lie with me.
Not Moneybag Yo. Not Moneybag Yo.
Don't play with me. I've been trying to be so good. I've been trying to be so good and just stay out the bullshit. But I'm tired. All this old shit coming up. Now I done moved on.
I just quoted Moneybag Yo, y'all. She just quoted Moneybag Yo. She said, I just look at my wrist. I got time today.
That's right. And I ain't come here to play because everybody lied, okay? It was a sham fucking investigation. It was a sham.
Yes,
and guess who walked away with the bag? It was Nosy walked away with the bag. We was all so dumb. She didn't give us nothing, okay? And Princess said she's not worried about it at this point. Girl, I'm not your enemy. Okay, I'm not your enemy, but don't come up here like you didn't tell me and you didn't have nothing to do with it. Everything you said, your hands was clean. Okay, explain your video when you were defining doxing, honey. You did all of that. You did all of that. See, I was so glad when Dani was able to pull up all those old things and pieces together because everybody who was involved in that need to get their share. Everybody need to get their share.
Wait a minute. This fucking comment is funny as shit. They said,
oh my God. No.
But don't give her that much credit. She ain't got that kind of brain.
Oh my God. First of all, Dani should be insulted, but it's funny for y'all to think it's
I just can't.
I know they ain't say schoolboy.
I just think I might give Nosy some pussy so she could just stop talking about all of us. Because she sure up and
give her some of that scissoring.
Yes, honey. And throw some dollars on her ass. She messed up her own bag. She blaming everybody else.
And that's really what you should be mad at. I mean, as a panelist, right? So, like, she took the bet. You guys had your own content. Yes, maybe help here and there with building whatever, getting some subscribers, but that's it. You guys,
Marcella got her own lane.
Why aren't you mad about that?
Got her own lane.
I'm telling
Princess got her own lane.
Yes.
Marcella got her own lane. Now, So Debonair, his lane is empty, but so that's why the So Debonair and Nosy Ho collaboration and the Basement Bitches collaboration is so important.
And he loved all of us. He was in love with Monica. Monica was his mama, and you know,
Monica. And he did call Monica Monica. He did.
So now the other day, Nosy, it's me and you, and they don't have no content. That's what they talking about, me and you. We don't talk about you, motherfucker, because I already know everything I need to know about you. You a stinking, broke down, homeless motherfucker who try to use women.
Let's not, and I've been said that he doesn't like women. He's making all women pay for whatever his mommy didn't do, didn't nurture him, didn't protect him. And let me tell you,
your own husband didn't want you. Your own husband was a pastor.
I know, your own husband.
And he was passing his offering plate around in the church, honey, and somebody gave him a big tithing, and he dropped your ass off and left the state.
Wait a minute. Tell that story again.
What? No. He was married, and his husband was messing around with different people, right? And so, you know, he broke up with So Debonair and left the state and left So Debonair there. And So Debonair was homeless and lived with the guy that we went over to the guy's house. He lived there, and he was homeless. And then So Debonair was telling me that he worked at the airport. He wasn't working at no damn airport. He told all of us he was working at the airport. So, you know, I'm thinking if you work at the airport, you could hook us up with a ticket because all my relatives that work at the airport, I could fly for free or, you know, half price.
Yeah.
Or, you know, he didn't work at no airport. He was probably going to that motherfucking airport to sleep because he had nowhere else to sleep. And like I told you, the building he lived in had no fucking windows. Why would Monica send anybody to his fucking house for what? He told me and Princess he was scared. And Princess had to talk to
They said I was driving past their houses.
But anybody driving past his house, who gonna drop it? I'm from the hood, but he is in the hood, okay? And you know, like I said, So Debonair was good with all his neighbors and stuff like that. But So Debonair, you a drunken bum. You trying to say I'm drunk? Oh, I need Marcella to come up here. Who the fuck is up at 3 o'clock in the morning looking for some shit on a page? That's why you did it. You woke up and you didn't have nothing to drink, so you came up there shaking like a fucking leaf, trying to put a story out. And then you got Nosy on the phone. You and Nosy said, and this is what happened. And Marcella told me, Monica, you're a liar, girl. You're a liar, because the emails that you accidentally sent me showed that you was talking to somebody else about this Miss Tolbert.
I will say
right,
this.
Rabbit?
So, well, and I will say this. The day after the Tolbert happened,
We got 100 people in here.
Yeah, I noticed that. The day after the Tolbert situation happened, I did live, right? And I pointed out the fact that Wiley, that Monica the Avatar had called into Wiley at the same time that, quote unquote, the Avatar, that everybody that was accusing Tolbert of being the Avatar was live with the two of them, right? The following day, okay, when I did that live, Princess was in my chat, and this has already been shown a couple times on my channel and on Dani's video, where she said something to the effect of, don't quote me directly, I've talked to Monica the Avatar a couple of times, and that is not the Avatar. So that's what like really pushed me to contact Princess as well, is because I felt like there was a level of, I don't know, consciousness, conviction to a certain degree to say, you know what, I had the wrong person. You see, you can say whatever you want about me, you don't trust me, and all this, that's fine. I told you guys, I'm not meant to be liked. I get that. But at the same time, if you're fucking wrong about something, you're wrong about it. I've been wrong about a lot of things, and I've said it. So clearly, that was not the Avatar. But did she half-ass someone? Why did it take Nosy to be fucking out of here for people to start wanting to apologize and come out? I don't get that. I don't get that. A lot of us had been saying for quite some time that it was not the Avatar. The chicken lady, all these other people, nobody. But nobody said anything. Or they kind of went with it. And it took this to happen. I don't get it. So
nobody revealed the Avatar. She showed herself.
She showed herself.
So what? She showed herself. So now she showed herself. She felt comfortable to do it. What is the beef about? What is the beef? What you caught her? She's always been on John Ye's page, and she was showing her friends. So she didn't reveal. So now that she's been revealed, are we still looking for the Avatar? What's the storyline going forward? Nosy, you're dead. You're dry. Just go up and die. And I don't even know why Little Basement Dweller got into this. She got into it for clout. So if y'all want to be guessing, I guess, I will be the Avatar, since that's my niece, right? Y'all said we look alike, and we look damn good.
Yeah, well, I mean, that was really, I'm looking at the comments now too, just to see.
No, my thing is that, so Debonair added Sonny, and Sonny had nothing to do with this. I asked Sonny to go up there with me because I was so nervous and everything. That's the only way Sonny got her toe in this, when I asked her to go with me. And so Debonair asked Sonny to go with her too. So how was she persuading him to do something when he was the one who asked, could you go with me when I make this apology? He said that he would apologize if it wasn't the person, and that's what he decided to do. And then every time he got in a drunken stupor, he would say, no, I don't apologize. Did y'all hear the anger or how he talk about us women? Are y'all listening the way he talk about women? Are y'all listening? Nobody's mad about that. Nobody's mad.
Menacing Vibe says, Sonny, will you tell Trees, Robert, will you tell Trees to let Sonny in?
Sonny's not my, let me see. Hey, Sonny.
Uh-oh. Did she fall down the stairs too?
No, she just, I guess she got off the top, what's the name?
Yeah, no, so, I mean,
Is Sonny back there?
But I'm telling you the truth. I'm not trying to tear down the content creator. We was not trying to tear down any content creator. But y'all, what do y'all expect? So Debonair is over there.
Wait a minute, our Sonny is not at the back door. She must be at somebody else's back door. Here, I'm about to drop the link again.
No, you did.
Yes. So Debonair called everybody black bees on a 7-hour video. Nobody's mad about that. They're excusing him. They have decided to excuse him only because they think he has information. Charlie, I don't care about what you say, baby. I don't care what you say. I don't need nobody to hold my hand for anything. I was just trying to confess about what I did, and that's all. I'm sorry that, you're so involved in what Marcella.
I guess my thing is that if that is what you're doing, Marcella, then what is Debonair doing?
Right.
What I don't understand. See, that's the thing. It's just, why are you recycling this shit?
Sonny, you at the wrong back door. Sonny, you at the wrong back door. So
how many back doors are there?
I don't know, because obviously it must be more than one back door, because somebody, not today, Satan, she kept on being at the wrong door. She's like, I'm backstage, and I'm like, no, you're not. So I don't know. I don't know, but there's something going on with StreamYard. But I just dropped the link again so that Sunny can come up. Because Sunny was really, like I said, I hate to be right all the time, but Sunny was really taken aback. She couldn't even see that he was so opportunistic. I'm glad you found out early on, Rabbit.
I knew, I went through this shit with this guy. I'm telling you, I offered he was not monetized when I interviewed him. Okay. So he didn't help my channel whatsoever. I was already monetized. I had already, for a couple months, I've been watching all about the tea prior to that. I've said it before. And it's interesting because when we did the interview, it was very much, we're not going to drag the avatar. Every other, as far as communication that went from there was to, hey, uplift, upbring. Of course, we were on Instagram and we followed each other. And I was very thankful that he was able to speak on my channel because I wanted to understand the experience. But what really rubbed me the wrong way is that days before Tolbert happened, he was with the situation. He was there participating in the doxing, in the pulling of information. He was interviewing, he was doing different things. He was doing that. So for me to say suddenly he becomes the victim of Tolbert, the doxing of Tolbert and the accusation, that's bullshit. He knew what he was doing, sober or not. I'm sorry.
He did know, Rabbit. He did know.
Exactly.
And everybody was acting as if because he played that, dumb. That's so dumb.
Yep. And as far as, he was. So when I apologize, and I have that DM as well, I apologize for assuming that he told Nosy what I look like. Because it was an assumption. That's what pissed me off. Because you had Nosy dropping hints, right? Saying all this stuff, the biracial. Okay. So who else would have seen me? I had 4 conversations with this person, face to face. So I assumed that, and I apologize for assuming, but he also assumed, and he also told the audience that I did not help him get in contact with Tolbert. That's bullshit. I gave him 2-3 opportunities to do so. He knew that if he did, he would go against Nosy. That's the problem that I had with the people at the time. So I'm not stupid, and I showed that before, and I told you guys that. Nobody listened.
And one time he did come against Nosy, but guess what? That's when he was drunk, and then he went back on her Twitch page to make up with her and said, no, I didn't say that, and you went over there, and Nosy don't like you either, so Debonair, she's using you.
And as far as Marcella, there was a lot of information in those emails. I could have said a lot, but I wanted to keep it strictly on Marcella, and I was hoping that other people would come out on their own, because I felt like I'm not there to take your confessional. I'm not perfect, but I really believe that if you give people the opportunity to tell their truth and really tell it, okay, regardless of whatever it is that they're standing on, that they're going to come out. They're going to say what they're going to say. That's just how
nobody scared me. Rabbit, please tell them nobody threatened to sue me. Nobody did any of that. I wanted to tell, and I said, Rabbit, I just want to talk about me, not anybody else. And she said, okay. But guess what? There was an email in there from Princess that was accidentally sent to me. And when I sent Rabbit everything, Rabbit could have said this, but she didn't. I wanted to stay on me. And when I told the truth, that still ain't good enough. That still ain't enough when I told the truth. Now they're harping on that.
Yeah. And then Sunny's telling you to drop the link, not Marcel, I'm sorry. Trees.
Yes, ma'am.
I just wanted to jump on here real quick.
Well, ladies, I'm gonna head out. I'm getting
Rabbit, we love you.
Merry Christmas.
Bye, Rabbit. Merry Christmas.
Stay free from the main highways, Rabbit. Stay free from the main highways. I hear they have the deportation.
I'll be in that orange little truck transportation thing. You already
Rabbit gotta be at Home Depot trying to build a house.
Oh, yes. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Love you. Okay, Sunny, go ahead. You got the floor.
Okay. Yeah. So I watched Debonair. I was watching it live actually when it was going on. My husband had to go up there and let him know to keep talking. We are taking notes. Debonair, it's still the lies for me. Okay. To sit there and say that I badgered him to apologize to Monique Toba was a full-blown lie. I never badgered him to do anything. That boy called me crying and saying, what should he do? Because Dan was about to make a video on him. And I told him, you just need to go up there and apologize. Don't address anybody. Don't address the Rabbit. Don't address Dani. Just address Monique Toba because that's what you said that you would do. You said if you were wrong, you were going to apologize. Just make it a quick video and move on with your stuff. He goes up and he proceeds to make a whole hour video speaking about how he didn't know Nosy had made all the racist comments about the Rabbit. He wasn't, listening to that because he was getting his suit made for Pride weekend.
Right.
Okay. The whole list and the whole little message he tried to put up on his wall, on his community wall, basically saying that we were friends during that time. Yeah, we were cool during that time that Nosy made her first list. Okay. Because it was the second list that my name was supposed to be on. Mika didn't put it there. Mika didn't give her the information. Okay. I reached out to Mika yesterday, actually.
I think 9:48 p.m. I put it on my community tab, and I asked her, I said, Mika, when did Nosy want you to get information on me? Was it September or October? And she said October. So that's how I know So Deb had something to do with it. So for Nosy to sit there and say, I don't need her phone number, I don't need this. Girl, please. My husband works in IT. You have to have something. He had to give you something. Either my first name, my phone number, to go digging up all the information that they have. I have a file on me. So he can sit there and lie all day if he wants to. He can talk to a lawyer. Because I hope that they all enjoy their Christmas holidays, because I'm not playing with them. Okay? We will be going to get a lawyer. Because you keep using my name. You're using my page name. So we got to take repercussions.
Yes.
Okay?
And he did. He was scared, wasn't he?
Because it's a business. Whether you want to look at it or not, it's a business. And I have it under my business name. Okay? The buffoonery that is going on is crazy to me. Debonair needs to keep my name out of his mouth. I will be striking that video. That's one thing Sonny gonna give. What Sonny gonna give you, you gonna get that goddamn Afro puff ponytail. That's what you gonna get. Right. That's one thing. Listen, you gonna get her, and listen, she's unapologetically her. I'm unapologetically Trees. And y'all are mad because you are not comfortable in the skin that you're in.
Yeah, right.
You can't call us out on none of the because we're comfortable with us. So anything you try to reveal or try to expose, Marcella done came clean, bared it all. So the shit that you got is recycled bullshit, weak ass lies and receipts.
And he came for Sonny for no reason.
Weak receipts.
For no reason.
Only because he was a scorned fucking little boy. He's a man child, like Danny said. A man child. And anytime somebody hold his his gay ass to the fire. See, I caught myself. I'm doing better. Anytime somebody hold his gay ass to the goddamn fire, what happens? Oh, they're coming after me. They're attacking me because he does not know what accountability looks like. Right. He has been enabled all of this time, and he's making every black woman he encounters be his mammy. I mean, it's crazy because he called me when he was on that stage on his little panel with Candy. And he was calling me because that was going to be his second or third apology, he claims. And I didn't pick up the phone because I was doing something. Candy had to call me. And she said, or send me a text. And she said, Debonair wants us to come up there and support him because he's going to make an apology. Because Danny was going to come out with another video. So that's what he's been scared of. That's the reason why he apologized in the first place, because he was in fear of Danny's videos. I mean, if you're going to be honest about it, just be honest about it. It wasn't me. I didn't tell him. It was Busy Blue that told him to apologize. And I said, well, why don't he have Busy Blue up there with him instead of us? Because people are already blaming me, saying that I'm badgering him. And he sought Sonny out. He the one who sought Sonny out because Danny at first was going on Sonny's channel. Yes. At first.
And he never met Sonny to the night we met Sonny together. He never had met Sonny. And then when I left, he was hanging with Sonny every weekend if Sonny asked him to come out. So he's just lying about the whole thing. He never met Sonny either time. I didn't know they knew each other because me and Sonny was friends. No, bitch, you met her the same day I did. Right. And all this other stuff that how we all hung out with Princess. I never met Princess. That's why I wanted Princess to confirm that. I never met her. So the whole thing about Marcel and I tried to set him up, that's a lie. We just went to the gay club. I bought his drinks. He danced. She danced on the dance floor. I was standing back in another room watching Kelly dance with my husband and drinking with So Debonair. So Debonair and all this, making up all this stuff because he wants to be Black Jesus, because he's come to save YouTube land and create everybody's new panel and their new pages and stuff. Where did I give So Debonair money? The night that we went to dinner? When I was not aware.
Ooh, and I heard that tea. That so that Marcella, so he could feel like a man. So that's right. Around, so he could buy around the drinks. I heard that. Mm-hmm. But I paid for all the drinks that night.
Right. And Sonny, how many drinks did I have? Did I not have one drink at the restaurant?
Let me clear something up right now about Marcella being this drunk. Marcella sat there, she ordered one drink, and she sipped on that one drink. We ordered Prosecco, because every time me and my husband go out, that's what we do. We order wine, a bottle of wine, or bottle of champagne. And Marcella sipped on that. She didn't even drink it all. Debonair had a shot of vodka, and he poured that shot of vodka inside that champagne glass and mixed that liquor and drank that. Okay, 2 shots there.
My liquor that I didn't
had
drink.
5 more shots that I paid for.
He drank my liquor that I didn't drink, and when I left the drink on the thing, he turned around and drank the drink that I didn't drink. And when we got to the club,
I ain't believe
when we got to the club, we all had one drink, right? And so Debonair would tell Sonny, come on, go to the bar. And he kept continuously drinking. And Sonny was paying.
He ain't drinking no goddamn leftover liquor from nobody after they done
He
drunk off.
drank after my mouth. And I'd rather it had been that way than me drink after him.
Not in the time of COVID, he ain't do that. Ooh, he's a nasty nigga. Ooh, I'm clutching my invisible pearls. Ooh, he's a nasty nigga. Ooh.
And guess what? The second night we went to the club, Princess took me back to the hotel. And when we left the restaurant, they took us to, we went to the club with them, with So Debonair, and I had given him the money so that we can take Ubers the whole weekend.
I didn't know you gave him $7,000. That's crazy to me.
No, but you know what I'm saying? See, he was saying he was getting kicked out. I wanted to do that, but then when Dani came out with that 10,000, the 3,000 that was first, I said, well, that shouldn't be up here because that should have already been paid.
And all those people that think that we turned our backs on So Debonair, let me tell you something. You all need to go back into my videos and watch my videos where I literally kept taking up for So Debonair. So Debonair did all that to himself. Stop taking up for him.
To save and grace.
To himself.
If you don't believe me, go back and watch my other videos.
And I'm telling y'all, I told Sonny, watch So Debonair, and she said, no, I really feel sorry for him. He needs somebody. She told me that when I told her something's going on with him, she said, no, he really needs somebody. And so Sonny stayed there, but I knew he was wicked. He was jumping from titty to titty.
Don't compare me to that nigga. Because, girl, you couldn't even tell me what editing software to use. I had to figure all that out on my own. So I could never be jealous of somebody else that things were handed to when I had to go video by video, tooth by tooth, nail by nail, countless trips to Best Buy, countless returns on Amazon because I'm buying the wrong stuff over and over and over and over, and I'm stressing out, and I'm on YouTube for hours and hours at end, and I have a mentor that's not telling me anything. Don't compare me to that nigga. We are not the same on any level. And it's no shade. I could never be jealous of a person that things were handed to when my way my setup is. It all came from Armand Wiggins. I got no package. I got none of that. And that's no shade. That's just what it is. He's doing the podcast with Tasha K. It's no shade. I think he's great by himself. Him and Tasha K together. He just doesn't have the pop. It's not, he's finding himself, but he does not have there's a certain showmanship that you have to have, and I just didn't think that he has it. But you made a very good point. Tasha K really does not want another person next to her outshining, because when he was doing his interviews, he was having a conversation, she would tell him to be quiet. I think what happened is people started feeling like, well, is he gay? So that idea of having this masculine man come and drag and put me and all the gay men in their place, well, that whole facade was gone because people started asking, is he gay? He's very soft. He's corny. He's awkward. He's white, like whatever. Is he gay? He's corny. So Tasha K, she's thinking, well, this nigga not even really that hard. I thought he was going to be a dragger. Then the T.S. Madison, this is why I feel like this is the last time we've seen him on the podcast. Because I remember Funky Dineva did one. Funky Dineva asked, was he gay? Then he got on the podcast and asked T.S. Madison how big her thinking was. Then he tried to offer me some advice. And that was the first time I addressed him. Because I felt like Tasha K was trying to lead the interview to T.S. Madison dragging me. And then Storm Monroe tried to give his opinion on me. And by that point, you had already doxed my father. You had already tried to crap on me for doing my tarot card. You just been like at me. You've been at me. So that day, I was at him. Okay? I was at him. Because I'm like, okay, baby, you're asking for it. And so now I'm going to show you what I'm all about. And what ended up happening that day, I felt like Tasha K wanted him to respond to me. And he didn't respond. On top of the fact that she just was like, this guy is not the dragger that I want. Now, I'm still dragging Tasha K though. Now, years time to go by, I'm sure there's some other things that happen in the middle, but they're doing their thing. There's still this idea of who's getting to the 100K first. She's still pushing him. I don't know if they're really that close, but she still wants to make sure he hits 100K before me, because she would always post that. And as Storm Monroe would grow, she posted, I'll never forget, she posted, look at what God will do. Storm Monroe, you stick by me and you trust me. I told you that God will make your enemies your footstool. I think that I had 70,000 subscribers at one point. They had pushed him over to like 50,000 or 60. He was kind of like really up on my heels. So she was so happy about that. He was happy too, but he was letting her boast about it. She was so happy that he was catching up to me. Every time he would, like, she would make a dig at me. Subliminally. Like, that was her whole thing. And then Jaguar Wright happened. I'm moving quick. Then Jaguar Wright happened. Remember, Jaguar Wright did a video talking about Summer Walker. Remember that. Remember, she did a video talking about Summer Walker. There was another YouTuber that mentioned that. I didn't even know it. I did commentary on Jaguar Wright first. Armand Wiggins brought Jaguar Wright to the sector of the Tasha K storm. Us. Me. This guy, Armand. I did. I made a video and responded to Jaguar Wright in regards to her doing commentary and throwing out a salacious situation on Summer Walker. Jaguar Wright went and started calling me all kind of salacious, derogatory, inappropriate, homo names. So I responded back in a drag. Tasha K seen this from the bushes. Storm Monroe seen this from the bushes. I don't know exactly who, what, where, but according to Jaguar Wright, Tasha K reached out to Jaguar Wright, because then I remember Tasha K started sharing Jaguar Wright. Then when I pulled my hat off and I did the I'ma meet you right where you at, she posted a picture of me and Jaguar Wright and said, look at this black man coming for this black woman when his mama probably looks like Jaguar Wright. My mother looks nothing like Jaguar Wright. But then all of a sudden, Storm Monroe is in the mix. Jaguar Wright comes out and says, every time I would do a video, she then knew to go, anytime I would talk about her, meaning blow her up, do a big video, she then would know to go do the interview with Storm Monroe. That was the plan.
Tasha K, raggedy ass Monica from All About the Tea, Toxic Diamond, aka Danita, aka Jailbird. All these bitches have been doing some real. You know what? And see, y'all keep asking me, how was Tasha K involved in the lawsuit? You know, and why is Monica from All About the Tea popping up and instigating shit? See, now I'm about to break everything down. I exposed Tasha K for a lot of things that she lied about on the internet. So people who keep asking me, why was Tasha K on Instagram telling Nikki, like, I told you this bitch, this and that, why is she involving herself in this lawsuit? Because Tasha K is very, very, very bitter that I exposed the fuck out of her multiple times because she's such a liar. So the whole thing that happened with the girl Brandy from Bad Girls Club, we exposed that on my channel. Then this crazy ass fucking girl went and interviewed that woman. Y'all remember the Derek Jackson situation? That came up again today when I was watching Conscious TV. And I was like, yes, I was the one that talked to the damn woman. The woman sent me the email, y'all, telling me that she lied to Tasha K to get Tasha K to put that tea out there about Derek Jackson. The woman that lied and said that she was a doctor. So I exposed that shit. Then she had that young Muhammad man to get on Storm Monroe's channel and say that Jaguar Wright molested him. He told us that Tasha K offered him $4,000 to lie and say that Jag was a child molester. And when her broke ass didn't pay, he came on and told us everything. I have that video because she keeps involving herself in my business. The way she treated Jaguar Wright was disgusting. That's what Tasha K does. She will put a STD or some kind of rape or molestation charge on you in a minute. It's always some kind of STD or some kind of sexual assault every single time. And so now that so many people keep asking, why is she involved in this? And then I was talking to another YouTuber today when I was telling them about what happened. And they was like, what? When I was on Conscious TV Live earlier and I was saying, yeah, I talked to the damn girl that sent Tasha K that false ass tea and she just put it out there. And then even like try to verify or anything. And now I'm getting these emails of people trying to set me up to put false stories out there. Like I'm stupid. I'm not Tasha K. I don't just run to the internet and say, y'all. But since you keep fucking with me, you keep involving yourself in shit. Now I'm going to let everybody know why your ugly ass is involved. And if we want to be honest, Tasha K and Monica from All About the Tea are two hideous looking dark-skinned black women and they hate pretty dark-skinned black women. Let's just be real. Let's be real. They hate themselves. They hate that they are dark-skinned women, and they cannot stand a dark-skinned woman who actually loves herself and loves her own nappy-ass hair. They hate that shit. So y'all won't leave me alone. You keep trying to fucking set me up like I'm stupid. You keep bothering me. I keep getting dumbass emails. As soon as the lawsuit came out, Tasha K jumped her ugly fucking ass on the internet talking about what the fuck she told Nicki, as if you don't need to be somewhere paying Cardi B. Yes, they tried to get me to put out that false story about James, that guy from Patty Pies. And Tasha K was behind that shit too. And she said she wasn't. Now I'm gonna just tell everything. Because I'm tired of y'all. Y'all bitches won't leave me alone. Bitch, I'm not crying about a frivolous lawsuit, bitch. Do I look worried? It's a stupid lawsuit that she's gonna lose. I'm not worried about her dumbass. But sending people to fucking threaten my fucking life and now trying to set me up to put out fake fucking news like I'm stupid, constantly fucking with me on the internet. Now I'm gonna tell every fucking thing. I'm telling everything. Constantly making a fucking fool out of herself. She has to have some kind of like, if she gets some kind of kink, she has like some kind of humiliation kink, because I'm about to embarrass the fuck out of her tomorrow. See, it's time, because, you know, more and more people are connecting dots to how they are behind things that's been happening with me. And see, when you have a celebrity who uses certain YouTubers to go after people because they want that person to shut up, you're not gonna shut me up, bitch. I'm not gonna shut up. Bitch, I be over here minding my own business, but you're not gonna fucking tell me that I can't fucking put out a story about this woman and her fucking rapist husband harassing the woman that he raped. No, you're not gonna tell me that I have to shut up about that. No, I'm not. So you can do whatever you want to do. Keep fucking with me on behalf of whoever you want. Get all the lawsuits y'all can get. I'm still not gonna be quiet. Everybody, they were sending that story to every fucking body, trying to get everybody to call that man a child molester. It was so crazy. James Wright, that's his name. They tried to get me to say that James Wright was a child molester. But the thing is, they were sending it to everybody that Tasha K don't like. That's the crazy part. The email went out to everybody that Tasha K had a problem with. Armand Wiggins. I think they tried to send it to Lovely T. It was everybody. They didn't send it to Tasha though. Ain't that funny? Tasha K got a bigger audience. Why would they send it to her? Why you send it to my little ass channel? Because Tasha K had a problem with me. She had a problem with Armand too.
Tasha K, she's kind of had a very interesting reputation on these streets of YouTube. Kind of a shock blogger. And to hear the conversation that she had exposing Jaguar Wright, trying to expose Jaguar Wright, who exposed James Wright, really exposed to me what Tasha K is all about and just herself. Let's listen to the conversation. Let's listen to the recording. This is the conversation between Tasha K and Jaguar Wright.
Yes. What prompts this call?
Yeah, I was going to leave you a text because I tried to get in touch with Storm because I heard that he was under like a cyber attack and he had to change his Cash App and all of that.
Storm is fine.
Now, what happened was on the YouTube, she did an interview with a guy named Storm Monroe. Storm Monroe is a protege of Tasha K. But the thing was, the interview was originally scheduled to be with a guy named Armand Wiggins. And Tasha K was actually able to finesse that interview from Armand Wiggins, and Jaguar Wright ended up interviewing with, you got it, Storm Monroe, Tasha K's protege. Now, after that interview though, Jaguar Wright was not satisfied. Jaguar Wright, she has to tell her story to anybody that listens. And shout out to Storm Monroe because of that interview. I think he had like a million views and his channel just skyrocketed. I think she put him over the top as far as 100,000. I think he has 150,000 subscribers now. So shout out to you, Storm Monroe. But Jaguar Wright then went on to the Armand Wiggins show and informed Armand Wiggins that, hey, I wanted to interview with you, but Tasha K called me and I felt sorry for Monroe. I wanted to help him out. Storm Monroe and Armand Wiggins were at a race to get over 100,000. And so that's why Jaguar Wright can't get in touch with Storm Monroe, because Storm Monroe changed his number. Storm Monroe is like, I don't have nothing to do with you. You went on Armand Wiggins show and said that Tasha K and I swindled you out of the interview with Armand Williams to go talk to Storm Monroe. So it's very interesting that Jaguar Wright now is calling Tasha K looking for Storm Monroe.
He was talking on one of his shows. We talked about how this was that.
Oh, I don't know anything about that. Yeah, you got to call him.
Okay. Yeah, no, but I called and it said that his phone number was disconnected, and I know he had unfollowed me or whatever, and I wasn't upset about that. I just want him to be successful. I mean, I've always told you that. I think he's got what it takes to make it to Hollywood, you know. And I don't want to be a hindrance.
No, Jaguar, right. The bottom line is Storm Monroe don't want to have nothing to do with you because you went to Armand Wiggins' show and said that Tasha K and Storm Monroe tricked you on not going to Armand Wiggins' show to give him that big interview, but tricked you to go and be on Storm Monroe's show. So Storm Monroe, he don't want to have nothing to do with you. I hear you saying you want to be successful. It's questionable.
Comes to that in any way. Like, I believe in him.
Yeah, he's absolutely amazing. You know, I've been working with him for almost 2 years. But let me ask you something. Why did you lie on him, though? That really hurt.
I didn't lie on him.
You didn't tell the internet that me and him conspired to get you so we can get back at another blogger?
Oh no.
You didn't
You
say
should go back and look at the videos yourself. I have never retracted or backtracked or said one thing and said another. I told everybody the truth. And the truth was,
And she is taping Jaguar Wright without Jaguar Wright's knowledge.
and said that you wanted to talk to me. He didn't say that you wanted to interview me. He said you wanted to talk to me.
Right.
And like
That's not what I'm asking. Jaguar, that's not what I'm Jaguar, that's not what I'm asking, though. That's not what I'm asking.
No, but that's all I've ever said.
No. We have a...
There's a whole other thing that I was trying to get in touch with Storm about. Honestly, I don't like the fact that every time somebody has something negative to say about you, they use me as the reason for doing it.
Yeah. You didn't answer my question. You didn't answer my question. You didn't answer my question.
I did answer your question.
No, you didn't. I said, why did you tell... Can I?
And let's put it this way. Armand Wiggins, as far as YouTube is concerned, Armand Wiggins was the one that was really talking and pushing the whole Jaguar Wright story when she came out. And so it was really fitting that Jaguar Wright get the story, that Armand Wiggins get the story. But once again, Tasha K was able to finesse it from him. And Jaguar Wright, after interviewing Storm Monroe, told what really happened.
No. That's not what I'm asking. Why did you tell? Can I? Yeah, sure.
Can you stop trying to interview me now and let me
I'm not interviewing you. I'm asking you a question. I'm not interviewing you.
I gotta get ready to go because I'm waiting. I gotta check my email. Someone's about to send me something, and it's huge.
Okay, Jag. All right. Talk to you later.
No, wait a second. Don't hang up.
What's up?
I was trying to give it to Storm.
Listen, I can't give you Storm's new number.
I don't want Storm's new number.
Then you can email him. You can email him.
Listen to me. I'm not emailing this. I don't want this attached to my email account at all.
Okay. So how would you like me to help
I wanted to know if I could just give it to you and you could give it to Storm.
Sure. You know my email, right?
I don't know. Do I have your? I guess I have your email because of the link. Do me a favor.
Okay.
Send me the email, and what I'll do is I'm gonna text it to you how it came to me, and then I'll back it up with an email so you have it.
So I take it you don't want to gather the gay boys and take my platform down anymore. I take it you're over that. Yeah.
Once again, Tasha K now steering Jaguar Wright to the conversation of Armand Wiggins. Armand Wiggins is the gay boy that Tasha K is referring to as far as trying to take down Tasha K's platform, because Armand Wiggins and Jaguar Wright exposed Tasha K for kind of doing some underhanded stuff to get that interview for Storm Monroe with, you know who, Jaguar Wright.
No, I don't think you understand. All right. I'm going to just tell you what it is.
What's up, Jess?
Because you know how priceless I am when I got... All right. I just thought that this was a huge for Storm to close out the year.
No. I want you to save it for Storm. No. You and Storm have a great rapport. I want you to save it for Storm. But Storm was just a little confused as to why you said that him and I contacted you in order to get back at Armand.
I'm trying to tell you something.
What's up?
I'm trying to give Storm his Armand.
Oh, I don't think he wants that. He only does news on celebrities. Armand is not a celebrity.
No, you don't understand. It's about Armand and another celebrity.
Okay, well, you know Storm's email. I mean, you can contact him or his DM.
Like I said, I don't want it to come from me.
Well, why would I have anything to do with that? The last I checked, you wanted to get together with the gay boys and take my platform down.
All right. You really don't. Do you know who James Wright is?
All right, here we go. Do you know who James Wright is? James Wright, of course, is the Patty Pie guy. He sung his way into viral sensation talking about the Patty Pies. And Jaguar Wright has some dirt on Armand Wiggins and James Wright, allegedly, that she wants to give to Storm Monroe. You know, Jaguar, what are you doing? Jaguar Wright, you made Tasha K look bad, Storm Monroe look bad. Now you come and give some information on Armand Wiggins, allegedly, to make him look bad. What's really going on?
Listen.
Patty too.
I'm confused as to why all of a sudden you're calling me after doing several interviews saying that you're going to take down my platform.
I got somebody else that I know will take it, but I wanted it to go to Storm.
You know how to contact Storm.
No, I'm telling you, I just tried to call him, and I don't want this email to come from me and go directly to him.
So why would you want it to come from me after you wanted my platform taken down?
You're not understanding. Okay, listen to me. You want it? If you want to get this, that's fine. But I'm gonna put it to you this way.
Okay.
James Wright has been accused of having the Patty dude.
Okay. What?
The Patty Pie dude.
Okay. Okay.
This boy reached out to Armand. He wanted Armand to take the story.
Mm-hmm.
And Armand refused to take the story and responded back by an email saying, I don't give a fuck what you think he did to you. I'm not reporting that. He's my friend.
Oh, okay. So how do you know all this?
Because somebody sent me the email.
What the hell? Jaguar Wright? Huh? You gonna throw Amon Wiggins under the bus? You gonna throw James Wright under the bus on some story? And Tasha said, how do you know this? Because somebody sent me an email. And you expect Tasha or anybody else to take that and actually run with it?
One of my sources. Like I said, I'm really trying to keep this as far away from me as possible because I do know James.
Okay, how do you know James?
I do know James. James used to hang out at my Aunt Patty's house before he was forced to have to, get paid. Already, he would come up there and have parties at her house. And everybody knows Aunt Patty loved the kids.
You know Aunt Patty loved it?
Listen to me. I done seen James.
So she's saying that she has actually seen James Wright hanging out at Patty LaBelle's house, and Patty LaBelle loves the kids. Of course, that's a gay terminology for gay kids, gay community. Jaguar Wright, you're looking real shady, sister. Looking real shady. Hold on, here we go.
The golf course in Gladwin getting it in with underage boys.
Oh, I meant to cut that down.
Oh, wow. You seen him at the park doing that?
At the golf course in Gladwin, but you can't tell nobody that. Okay. That's the only reason why I said, oh, fuck, this shit is credible.
But I thought I wasn't a credible source. I mean, you just told other bloggers last week you wanted to take me there.
This has nothing to do with you.
Then why are you calling me?
Oh, my God, because I told you I tried to call Storm, and his phone is disconnected.
Storm, I can tell you right now, Storm is a little upset with what you said about him getting an interview to get back at Armand.
So I'm going to give him this shit that I got on Armand?
Absolutely. Listen, all you got to do is hit his DM. I'll be sure to pass on the message, and I'll tell him.
He already unfollowed me.
Okay. Well, I don't blame him. I mean, all those lies you told on him, I don't blame him.
I didn't tell no lies.
You did lie on Storm.
Look, okay. So basically,
Tasha K recorded the conversation of Jaguar Wright trying to give Storm Monroe some dirt on Amon Wiggins and Patty Pie. What's that boy's name? James Wright. James Wright became famous for the Patty Pies.
You don't want me to send you this to send it to Storm?
That's not, no. You know how to get in contact with Storm.
No, I don't. I'm sitting here telling you, he done blocked me on social media, and I don't have his phone number because
you lied on him.
I'm trying to give it to you so you can get somebody who will do what's right with it. Because I'm going to tell you this right now.
Okay, I'm confused. Jack, let me understand this because I'm confused. Okay, so you got an email from, I guess, somebody that says that Armand is withholding information about his friend sleeping with a 14-year-old boy.
The 14-year-old boy sent the email.
Who is the boy?
The story gets better. She didn't say the boy sent the email. She said she got it from her source. Now she's saying that the boy sent the email. Of course, she is Miss Jaguar Wright. So instead of taking the information to the appropriate authorities, give it to YouTube, give it to a blog on YouTube, take it to the police. But no, are you really trying to help the kid? Or are you trying to get back in the good graces of Storm Monroe and Tasha K? Are you really trying to help the kid, Jaguar Wright? Or are you trying to get at Amon Wiggins?
She was fucking with James.
She or he?
He.
So you know the boy?
Like I said, it's a source. I'm not, you know how I am.
I know how you are.
All I'm going to say is this. I've known James for a long time, but if this is what he's done, I am not going to stand by and do nothing.
And you're talking about James Wright, the Patty LaBelle pie singer, is sleeping with 14-year-old boys.
Allegedly. This is what Jaguar Wright is alleging. And she's trying to feed to Storm Monroe and Tasha K.
He's been sleeping with young boys, but this boy went to Armand.
Okay.
Armand said, fuck your story, that's my friend.
And you got an email to prove this.
He sent me the email with Armand. He's sending it to me now. I gotta get a text.
Okay.
Because as soon as it comes through, I'm forwarding it and I'm erasing it. I want nothing to do with it. But I'm not going to stop somebody from doing the right thing.
Okay, so
and thing is that if James Wright is out here doing all of this, especially if he was as brazen as he was with, for what I heard with this one boy, you know how they are.
But I'm confused. You said you've been knowing that James Wright was sleeping with 14-year-old boys.
Yeah, 16, 17-year-old boys.
At the golf course.
On Ridge Avenue. That's a little bit different than 8th and 9th grade. That's a whole lot different than 8th and 9th grade.
Okay.
Now, if a 17-year-old boy is prostituting himself, the only thing I can tell him to do is get off the streets. But if you got a 14-year-old boy that is being seduced by a celebrity, oh, that's not all right.
So what do you want me to do with the information?
I gotta go. My husband is looking at me like I'm crazy.
No, tell your husband I said hi, but wait. No, because I'm just trying to understand. You called on 10. I was under the impression that you wanted my platform taken down and that, me and Storm somehow corroborated to, take another YouTuber down. What's up?
Like I've been saying to everybody, it's fucked up what's happening to you, and then you got this shit with Cardi B, and guess what? I don't give a fuck if we like each other or not. Your children don't deserve to have their whole future rocked because of shit that's going on in your career. And if this is a story that can help Storm and help you, then that's fine. This is me just trying to do a good thing before the year is closed to say, hey, I still fucks with you.
Oh, okay.
Regardless if Storm fuck with me or not, I still fuck with him. Big.
Okay, but let me ask you a question, Jag.
And Armand, listen to me.
Okay.
I don't like that Stormisha shit. I don't like it. I never have. I don't like it.
Okay.
But if this nigga is running around covering up fucking pedophiles, he deserves to go down, and the pedophile deserves to go down too. That's why I was turning it over to Storm, just to say, you might not fuck with me, but I still fuck with you. Take this and do the right thing, bro.
Okay, so you wanted him to use the information to take down both Armand and James Wright for covering up the fact that underage boys are being raped.
Why did they fall out? Because if I remember correctly, Storm did the interview with Jaguar. Then Tasha K did an interview with Jaguar. There was friction between Tasha K and Storm Monroe. So maybe he was mad about that. Then Jaguar went on and did an interview with Amon Wiggins.
I'm saying is, Armand has been very disrespectful to his platform. He's been very disrespectful to me. And if anybody has the right, it's Storm.
Okay. But Storm is upset because you know what you said, Jag, about him.
Is he gonna be?
But you lied on him, though.
I'm gonna tell you something right now. I'm deleting this shit one way or the other. The second that this shit comes in and I see it, I'm deleting it one way or the other. If you want me to send it, I'll send it. If you don't, I won't. I just want to Storm to get it.
Of course I want you to send it, and I'm gonna send it.
Wait a minute, wait. Did she just say she's going to delete it as soon as it comes in? So she's trying to sell something off that she has not seen herself? Are you kidding me, Jaguar? I mean, did y'all hear that? As soon as it comes in and I see it, I'm going to send it off and delete it. What the Tar Heels going on?
Head over to Storm. Yeah. What do you say?
Like I said the last time, if Storm is upset with me, then he can tell me that himself. My number ain't changed.
Well, you had lied on him. It's a bit different, Jag.
I didn't lie on him.
So you didn't lie. You didn't. Let me ask you a question, Jag. Listen, I'm not gonna fuss with you. I'm not gonna talk over you. Let me ask you a question. So you want to leave when I'm asking you a question?
No, I gotta go because I gotta go. I'm standing here. I'm supposed to be in the pool doing water aerobics right now.
I gotta go because I gotta go.
Armand's gonna talk about us. You do the Storm Monroe, you get the interview. He was with it. No shade. It worked for him. Whatever. Him, Tasha K, they was with it. They was with that. Jaguar Wright later on came out and exposed it. But it was all out of spite. But let's be very clear. I was never hating. The reason why Jaguar Wright even became a topic is because Armand gave commentary on it. And Tasha K tapped into the heartstrings of the black women that feel some type of way back in 2018 about the OG situation and painted me as the black woman hater. They pushed that in with the Jaguar Wright. Storm Monroe was with it. He was with it. Where I think it gets shaky with them is that now he surpasses me. I'm out the picture. You notice the relationship really, once he hit 100K, that was the end. Tasha K wasn't doing a lot of sharing. I don't think there was any more sharing. There was nothing. He trolled me. He put on a little Burger King hat. They was all with it. He had surpassed me. And then he got millions of views on the Jaguar Wright. Then Tasha K's like, well, hold on. I don't like that. Then she started doing weird stuff. Oh, I'm taking Storm Monroe off my boob. Then he started doing weird stuff like, oh, don't post Tasha K in my comments. But if you ask me, I feel like Tasha K started to feel away because Armand Wiggins was still eating her alive. And Storm Monroe, with his big platform that she helped him build, that a lot of people followed because of her and spite and, you know, some of its Kardashian coverage. I think she wanted him to be more of a defender. Storm Monroe had another plan. He wanted his money. He didn't really want to beef with the girls. He wasn't really built like that. Tasha K was not looking for a true success story. She was not looking for somebody to find their way and move on. She was looking for somebody who was going to be comfortable under her, and that's it. See, she would like somebody to have a platform like Storm Monroe and be like bulldogs, like her employees or some of these other YouTubers that she feeds with a long-handed spoon. Because one thing that he has that these others don't, he has the platform and he has the work ethic and he's able to put these things together. So, but I think that she's willing to sacrifice that because she's like, well, he's not using that to benefit me. He's using that to benefit himself. So I will go to these other smaller YouTube channels, sprinkle a couple of breadcrumbs over there, throw them over a flashlight from the 50-yard line, and they'll be happy for another 6 months to a year. Then I can get a couple of employees, you know, that, you know, may have some family issues, give them a sense of family, sense of belonging, let them feel free like they have some ownership in something, let them feel like they're important, just stay by my side. They're gonna do it. You know what I mean? Just don't step out of bounds. Once she found those people, she was like, okay, this Storm Monroe dude is useless to me now because he's got his own thing. It's not benefiting me. He's not dragging, and he's not dragging Armand. He is not dragging Armand Wiggins. People are still comparing Armand Wiggins. People are still putting Armand Wiggins in the same title as me. Tasha K hates that. I wouldn't be surprised if she'd even want our interview out on Fox Soul because I was on the platform as well. She has this theory that I want to be synonymous with her, but that's not it. So then she goes to these different YouTubers, ones that she's dragged, ones that she said that she didn't like, anybody that she feels can be an op towards me, and she would feed them with long-handed spoons and have them harass me. Hence the reason why recently she was so quick to put out this information that Jason Lee and I have fallen out. Jason Lee and I are good. Jason Lee and I just talked on the phone. That was never news. The joke was on you and everybody involved that was being extremely messy. But the real tea is not why I fall out with Jason Lee, because there's no fallout there. The real tea is, why does Tasha K fall out with everybody? And for a person that's not pressed by me, the minute she felt like she had some information, why did you go run and tell somebody to try to put that out? If you're so big, if you don't have a vendetta against me, why would you even care to put that out? Because you're sick. You would have loved to be able to give that to Storm Monroe and he can go live with it with 200,000 people. That's what she would have wanted, but she knows that she can't do that on his platform. So he's no longer any use to her.
I ever sat through a whole live of Cups, because I did think she was about to come with some fire and I wanted to be in front row for it. And she puts the video together really well. But I'm gonna tell y'all a really short story, a real short story. For the folks, not fools that were confused about what Rabbit's video. Once upon a time, I had a crazy boyfriend. And he would text me, and he would keep texting me, and I would never answer. And he would just text me and have full conversations with me. To the point where I was starting to get a little nervous. So I talked to a police friend, and the police friend said, have you told him to stop contacting you yet? Like directly, that you were scared of him, quit contacting you, you feel threatened? I said, no. He said, well, you need to contact him the same way he contacts you. If it's through text message, you need to do it through text message. Because first, you have to say you feel threatened and you want this person to stop contacting you. Then, if he keeps on, then I can file a restraining order. Okay? Rabbit said she felt she was unsafe and she wanted this person to leave her alone. And she made a video and she didn't name any names and said, I want people to leave me alone. I don't feel safe. I feel threatened. This person is one of the people I thought had my information. And then the next thing you know, Cups make a full-ass video calling Rabbit out. She walked right into it. It's chess, baby. It's chess.
And like I said, and that was a great point that you had made. Like I said, I don't know that history, so I'm not going to, speak out of turn in regards to that. But it was just a lot of animus that I just don't see, especially towards me, because with the accusation of, Rabbit stole her blueprint and all of this. Well, and just on the outside looking in, I don't see any of Cups swag, any of her content being jacked by anybody. I mean, I don't have nothing. Just because someone is in my chat doesn't mean I'm not going to speak out. You guys know how I come. I come dead aim. I come dead aim. But if I would have been like, you know what, she got a point there, folks. You know, Rabbit do, her content is similar to Cups. I would let you guys know. But in my opinion, it's not. No, you can't shame us into supporting who we want to support. Or just because Rabbit come on my panel one day don't mean she might not get cursed out the next day. And irregardless, your enemies is not my enemies. You know what I mean? And I honestly, I don't have any enemies on YouTube because they do not affect my life. They don't affect my life. So that's why I said, even with Hood Life, when she wanted to apologize and all of that, it's not that major to me because I know that I'm going to make mistakes. And if I want to be forgiven or if I want to be, you know, brought back into the fray, would I want the same type of grace and mercy? Absolutely. So I have to be the change that I would like to see in other people. But I just needed to call a thing a thing. And like I said, it's not the fact that, you know, she does her own thing. That's fine and well. I appreciate it's entertaining. Yes, it is. But it was a whole lot said about nothing. And I totally get that, Snook. I totally get that. And I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. You're saying that, okay, if we're going to have a serious topic or point of reference of a discussion, then are we allowed to engage and challenge points of views? Are you able to come to me maybe with a video and explain how you reach your particular conclusion? Or is it that if you don't wear what I wear on Thursday, that you will be shunned and you will no longer be accepted, or I don't rock with that, or whatever? I forgot what she said.
I believe Cups got more than that, than all of those things. I believe in her. Okay. I don't even know. I'm gonna believe that she got more than that. I just think she reacted way too fast.
Yeah.
She got to get her thoughts together and really have that conversation. Because if that's what you think it is, then have that conversation and come with some references and not no Wikipedia. I want real references and not no TikTok soundbites.
But even with the points that, you know, it was supposed to be like bam in your face that she was trying to drive home, that never was a point of contention. So, okay, the Rabbit account and all of that other stuff, okay, it sounds good, but how does that have anything to do with the topic at hand? I don't understand. Okay, it was a troll account. Well, if that was a troll account, I'm sure it was a troll account when she was modding for you. So at what point did her being a troll account, because I've never heard Rabbit try to deny she was a troll account. She actually told everybody.
Rabbit always tell people that she was a troll. She started off a troll.
Yeah. So when you say, oh, yeah, you don't never, since when are you going to trust a troll account? Well, obviously you trusted her enough for her to be your mod, and you knew she was a troll account. I mean, based off of the receipts that you shown. So I don't understand why that was even a point of contention. That was never disputed. It was never, you know, so I just don't get, but anyway, she found it necessary to do that, but I still don't see how was that shutting anything down. I'm still lost in regards to at what point did Monica become your an arch nemesis in so many words. And then she also said, oh, you've been on Nosy Top. You had a hard on for Nosy forever and this and that. Well, a lot of content creators made videos about Nosy Ho. I mean, that's why we're all, you know, engaged. That's what we're all commentating on. Like, please, how can you demonize the very same thing that you are guilty of yourself? You have made videos about Nosy Ho. And actually 12 months ago, 11 months ago, you have a video called talking about the bothered hoe. So, okay, the same thing that you're holding Rabbit to task with, you have done the same thing. So tell me, how is that proving anything? I just don't get it. I'm really lost. And
Rabbit was one of her non-black moderators. Okay. I mean, that's what I'm saying. You didn't have a problem with her race then.
That's what I'm saying. I don't understand. Why is it?
I don't know why now. And the thing about the screen names is that on the back end, from what I understand, is that StreamYard will show you what a person's original screen name is. So if you go in and change it, it's still gonna show what their original name is. So they can see in the chat when it changed, and then StreamYard will show you the original name. That's how she was able to see what accounts was troll, quote unquote troll, or the screen name change.
Or what they used to be.
Yes.
But see, Rabbit never said that she wasn't.
She never denied that. So, not that I know of.
I've always heard when she used to say, "Oh, I was a troll account," like she always mentions that. So I just don't get how. But anyway, let's move past that. And then the time periods and all of that. I mean, it was a lot of work, I'm sure, to have to get all of those receipts together. I'm not minimizing how much work she had put in to get those receipts, but I'm still at a loss as to what they actually proved. But anyway, because actually on that video, Rabbit didn't even put a date or anything on that stuff. She just said that this is what it is, and I just need to make this a public, basically a PSA, and gave her the common courtesy of saying, look, I don't have nothing against you. but this is what's going on. I feel like my information may be out there or what have you, and you're the only person that has the information. Now, like I said, we didn't know who it was that she was talking about until Cups had inserted herself in the conversation and removed all doubt. Like, yeah, she was talking about me. But even in that, Rabbit still never came for her. She was just doing her what she felt as though was a courtesy to let her know whatever. Okay. And not only that, see, other people who's really trying to destroy you and take you down, they won't give you that common courtesy. They'll just let you continuously, hang yourself so that you can be prosecuted if that's the case. I don't know. Like I said, that was before my time. But what was very peculiar to me is when the shots was thrown subliminally. Now, everybody knows that Rabbit in recent dates was in my live. She was on my panel. So when Cups made the reference, if it ain't directed, it's not respected. And then in the same video said, yeah, because I see who in your backstage. I see who in your backstage. Okay, well, that tells me that you're in the bleachers as a fan, correct? And if you want to minimize my, success, if you want to say that I'm only successful because of people sharing or liking or whatever, well, that's the goal, isn't it? I thought that's the goal. I think that was the purpose of us telling people to like, share, and subscribe. I thought that was the thing to do, especially if you want to be a successful content creator. It spreads by sharing and word of mouth. So if you want to demonize sharing, then that's fine too. But just know that you have shared a lot of content creators on your page. You have shared Sean Davy Way. So is Sean Davy Way any less of a successful content creator because he had the help of your one share? Would his 56K subscribers any less much of an accolade or an accomplishment because people shared his videos? I don't think so. I don't think so. You shared also the official King Payne videos. So are you saying that, he needed your help to be who he is as a content creator? Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. It just doesn't stick. It doesn't make any sense. The things that you put a lot of bass in your voice for, it fell flat in the grand scheme of things. It fell flat in you proving that you had all of these bomb ass receipts and that you was shutting shit down. And it was a lot of, you said it with your chest, and I give you props for that. But I also have to call a thing because you told us if it ain't directed, it ain't respected. Now, I am a worthy opponent, I think, because I put his address and GPS on everything that I had any qualms about. Yet in your video, you found it necessary not to mention me. It's not like, I'm a groupie of any kind, because when you said when the teacher becomes the student, no, when you said, when the student, that's what you said. You said she was my student. She was my student. Well, if you want to take credit for Rabbit's quick success, that's between you and Rabbit. But I'll have you know that for you to have as much confidence as you have, that's great. That's good. You are great at what you do. I'll give you that. But you can't put yourself on this high pedestal and then you go to psych ward and then you're up underneath them with a content creator, which fine, I don't have any issues with. I don't have no issues with you. Please don't attack me or go on your soliloquy in the middle of the night. I have no problem with you. But I'm just saying, you have to keep that same energy with Messy Massive Messica, okay? Jennifer Love Spewitt said some very racial, hateful things in regards to Black women. So if it's all about power to the people,
yes, ma'am.
Please keep that same energy and say it with your chest.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm just calling the thing. I don't know. I could be wrong, but listen, you have a live tonight that's going to happen. I will tune in. Because maybe I can receive some more clarity, because you're over there with big white men, okay? Enormous sized white men that's saying some very, very hateful things against the Black community. And I also would like to know, why did you private the videos of you being a proud biracial African-American and Afro-Latina? Why did you private those videos? Because, you were very proud of that at that time. So why is it that we can't see you be proud of that? Is it because you want to drive home the fact that Rabbit is Latina and that, she's appropriating our culture? Well, the same could possibly be said about you, because some people, which they're ignorant, I think they're bigots, when they say that biracial people aren't of that particular community. Like, if you're not all Black, then you're not Black. Well, Nosy believes that. But how are you helping our plight by using a race card with such a trivial matter as of the goings-ons on YouTube? I think that the race card could much rather be played more efficiently in regards to the Rittenhouse matter, in regards to George Floyd, in regards to those matters that actually affect our day-to-day lives. I don't think YouTube affect our day-to-day life. And I find it quite insulting to play this race card just to push your ideologies on YouTube. I find it quite offensive. I find it quite self-serving for you to try to play the race card and saying, I see who's in your backstage. Who else were you talking about but me? And that's why I all the more have to address this. Like I said, I'm not Rabbit's bodyguard. I think that she said what she had to say, and I don't even think that she actually cares at this point about that. But I just feel as though the race card should be played in way more significant events that affect our lives as Black people versus some trivial topic on YouTube. And also, like I said, if you're going to have that type of energy, then you have to go all the way. You just can't buy or hashtag Black Lives Matter and then, be pushing Trump and Cardi B. Like, I'm just using that as an example, but I'm just saying, you can't say you're appropriating our culture and we need to be, and we are this, and then you want to crucify or you want to convict me for giving Rabbit a platform when, I have held her to task as well. And if that's the case, then like I said, you need to kind of pick a side in this regard, because like I said, you were super chatting and whatever else and having your pom-poms up for Monica in her chat on that nosy hoe got off a YouTube video. And now all of a sudden Monica's the devil. I would like to know at what point did she become the devil? Also, there were certain things that was said as though us bitches is copying your swag, we're trying to be you and all of this other stuff. The last time I checked, you were in my chat heavy. And you said, and if I don't fuck with you, that's because, I was seeing how y'all was moving and y'all was moving funny and this and that and blah, blah, blah. Well, if anybody is moving funny, it would have to be you. Because you go from one extreme to the next. And I don't know about all of these other beefs that you have with other people, but it just seems that like your friend AT2 had you out there looking crazy, with you having a lot of bass in your voice for Sweet Pea. And then when you were quickly deflated with her receipts, you moved on, but you kept pushing. And I don't knock you for that, because you say that this man is your friend. So I would defend my friend too, if I believe them. But at the same time, it all fits into your whole grand scheme of things with this John Gates is a racist, John Gates and Monica, and that Dani, and all of them are the same people. And, that's very important to you. And you're quite invested in it. Me, myself, I don't give a fuck who's who. I'm just narrating and commentating on as the things develop. I don't have a dog in this fight.
That Jennifer dude, they want to be teenage Black girl. He needs to get the fuck on for real. And why do they cater to that shit? They make him feel like it's cool to do that shit.
Yeah, but that bitch Cup, she not on up and up.
But sometimes we have to find out things on our own.
I'm not trying to take her out to dinner. I'm not trying to fuck her, so I really don't care if she on the up and up or not.
Right.
But I was just giving her big ups for being, a dope editor. Logical, and be like, okay, let's have a grown woman's conversation. I thought that that's what we was going to have last night. But once I blew, I was sent somebody actually, my treetops are always hard at work, and I'm going to keep that person anonymous. But one of my treetops had blown up the actual emails or whatever, the anonymous emails. And how is it that she confirmed that this was a Tolbert family member by an anonymous email? Bitch, stop playing with us.
Hold on, what?
Bitch, stop playing in our face.
My God.
Sambo.
My God in heaven, what the fuck is wrong with these bitches?
In regards to, they say that in everyday language. In my, my best friend, they call each other that, and we call each other that. They used to call me a female F word. Mm-hmm. And we would joke like that, but I have to realize that this is a public platform, and those things were sometimes used as hateful things towards that demographic.
Absolutely. And
so I have to do that. And I'm not saying it. Yeah, I might say it in a drag, but I'm not saying it to discourage who they are. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So,
but even in a drag,
how our culture is
exactly.
Our culture is like whatever, bitch. Like okay, and your mom is a cracky slut.
even when you're dragging,
but you are not going to bully my sister, my friend. That lady pray for us, pray for me, and bully her and try to use God's name to make it all right.
Is this your leader? Is this who you call your queen? If you look at the damn video with Dani, it do look like they are like real low to the floor.
And I was like, wait a minute, I've been subscribed. So yes, YouTube does do that.
I do know that YouTube does hold comments for review if they contain certain words. So then as a content creator, you have to go and you have to approve the comment before it shows up. So it doesn't necessarily mean that anybody's deleting the comments. But even if she did delete the comments, I guess it's her own page, so it's her own right to do that. But I don't understand why she would be beefing with Aunt Loretta, because that, her entire page is more about humor and, laughing and, just fun stuff. She's not in the beef sector.
I need to go to speak to my attorneys and figure out what I really need to do to protect myself. That she put on her community page. Then she makes a video about who she thought the video about the email that she sent and who she figured out who had her information and how they would have her information. She never told who it was. She just said it was a warning.
But let me just say something about that, because I did see the Rabbits' video, and I do recall some months ago when her and Cups was beefing with her and Dani, I believe, a couple months ago, and then it had, it went silent, and now it started back up again. When I watched Rabbit's video, she didn't mention any names. But if I'm not mistaken, and you guys in the chat can say if you recall, but I do recall a few months ago, Cups had did a video on the Rabbit where she had also exposed all the troll names that she had, and I think she had also let us see the email from the Mac student or whatever from the Rabbit. So that's how I figured out that the Rabbit was talking about Cups. But look, I would just say one thing about that. Either speaking in code, I really respect Trees for coming on here and calling names and saying, this is who I'm talking about, because obviously nobody is scared over here. But I just don't understand the making a video. And both Rabbit and Cups did videos.
That video really wasn't for us, to be honest. It was for the person that needed to know.
Right.
Figured it out, and she walked right into it, really. So then she like, I'm gonna tell her myself, because after that video, none of us knew who Rabbit was talking about. Okay. But the way this bullying thing has evolved in the last week or so, if she did, and if she is being threatened, because I don't know what she's getting in her email. I don't know who calling her. I don't know if anybody's calling her job or anything. But if that's what she's doing, if that's what happened, then I can understand it.
Mm-hmm.
She is at this point, she has become a walking target. And not only is she dealing with the Cup situation and whoever else, you still have Nosy, who has a serious hard on for a bunch of people on that list.
Yeah,
I wouldn't want to be on that list.
And as I said, if she has a right, she has reason to be concerned, because we have seen what a lot of people are capable of. So I do hope that she look. I don't know if she got an attorney or not, but if she has gotten an attorney, then that is certainly the right thing to do in this instance.
Absolutely.
But is that if you don't feel safe, I can't tell you a person how they feel.
Log off. Bottom line, log off.
Right. She don't feel safe. She did what she had to do.
Right. But let me just ask this one other question that watching the Rabbit's live, she said that, she insinuated that if her information was leaked, what I got out of her, let me just say this, what I got out of the video that she made was that she was insinuating that Cups might have leaked her information to hear her to put it out there.
Let's take a step back, Linda, because listen, she did not say Cups' name. She showed the email. She said it's only one content creator that has this information. They know who they are. Cups outed herself.
She sure did. I knew
that it was Cups because Cups had shown that email a few months ago already.
Exactly. She was email a month ago, so that's why Rabbit should be threatened. That's why she feels threatened, because Cups already doxed her. Talking about, I'm so against doxing, I'm against this, I'm against that. No, the fuck you ain't. Stand in your shit. Just because it's private, it don't mean that we haven't seen it. You did it. Stop hiding your hands and throwing stones. Stand in your shit. I hate those type of bitches. I do.
Well, she has
I didn't know you was that. I didn't know that was her. I didn't know that. I learned that recently. And then I've just been watching because people been telling me behind the scenes.
And that's what Snooki was saying, that that DW basically told herself, because Rabbit never mentioned a name. She never mentioned a name.
A hit dog will holler though.
Yes, ma'am. Always.
And she didn't. And that's why I said she messed up. And that's probably why she hid the video.
Mm-hmm. Because she doxed her again.
She doxed her again.
I would never.
I don't get the privating videos either and putting them on.
Because she reacted before she thought about it.
Because she's a fraud and she doesn't want people to call her out on that shit. Because she know we're not lying on her. I'm not lying. I don't know what nobody else is doing, but I know I'm not lying. I was just giving my opinion, and it turns out that my opinion was proven to be fact. And I got the receipt. She alluded to her video last night. She said, "Did that channel post any receipts?" Yeah, she's lying on my name. I don't play about my name. My name. Bitch, your name is trash.
And the way that Rabbit gets dragged on these YouTube streets versus her dragging somebody, boy, she got a hell of a case.
She really does. Mm-hmm. She really does. I mean, you've had someone put a bounty out on her. Nosy was kicked off back in June? No, I'm lying. August. And she's still hell-bent on targeting. Well, she's still hell-bent on finding out personal information about these people. As of September?
I see you, Rabbit.
And guess what, Cups? That email that you posted, we blew it up. See, Treetops is all over. We can't stop, won't stop. I posted up another receipt of that alleged Tolbert family contacting you, bitch. The Tolbert family is going to title it CCRE Tales from the Popo and the Nosy Hill investigation. Really, bitch?
Truth is on top of it.
Wait a minute, but look at the date when they started calling her Popo versus the date that email supposed to came out.
That's what I said, Rabbit, that you can consult with an attorney. You don't have to retain them. You can consult with them and find out.
Advisement.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. And if they feel as though, the information that you have provided to them is worthy.
She's delusional. First of all,
presented.
for her to keep insinuating, these content creators, they paid off by Monica and John Yates and all of this other shit. When, bitch, you are super chatting Monica 2 months ago. I've been asking you for an explanation for 4 weeks. I have been calling you out on it for 4 weeks. You don't want to address that, but you want to give us this fucking bullshit ass macaroni collage that you made in motherfucking.
Even so, she effed up bad by doing that.
But
she screwed herself over, and not the Monica thing. I'm just saying, making that reactionary video. She that was the worst thing she could ever did for herself.
Yeah.
Absolutely, Rabbit. It is criminal. It is criminal.
Pride comes before the fall, because when you are dipping and dodging the truth, and you're trying to deflect with these racial motivation, whatever, if Monica was the devil, and you knew it all the time, then why would you be in her biggest fucking supporter and cheerleader just 8 weeks ago? When did she become the devil? And how am I being paid off by Monica when you're the one who was canoodling and fucking tickling her titties?
Woo, boy, Miss Linda not to be the devil's advocate, but I respect it. She thinks so all sides.
Think about that, because Cups is very vocal about how I'm being paid off. Because I'm associated with, because I actually watch everybody. Me and Rabbit don't always agree, but I still respect her as a content creator. And because Dani is on my page, I don't control what Dani does. I'm a spectator just like everybody the hell else. I started my page as a spectator, and that's what I remain to do, as we all have done. But how am I? Because I don't think the same way that you do. I still respect your opinion. But for you to try to come after my character, saying I'm paid off and these people got to whatever, and want to play the race card, what do you think about Cups being a supporter of Monica? And then she asked me to post the receipts. She said I was lying on her, but then I posted the receipts, and I haven't heard. And now she goes to private her videos. But how is it that you're so? What did Monica do? She got Nosy Ho off of YouTube. You was cheering her on for that.
What happened between then and now to cause all of this?
Nothing. Cloud chasing Rabbit, because Rabbit is getting all of the attention in regards to this investigation, and Cups has devised some type of make-believe conspiracy theory that includes the Rabbit, because she's definitely jealous of Rabbit's growth. Rabbit is approaching of 500,000 views, and Cups still sitting on 300K, and you've been on here since 2015. It's jealousy. It's overt jealousy, because she doesn't have a beef with Rabbit for real. She's made many videos about Rabbit. Rabbit only warned her to stop putting her information out there. Rabbit still don't have a problem with Cups. Cups has a problem. If she is the common denominator in all of these beefs, all of the people that she fell out with, and then she put the Plainest Jane on the thumbnail of the video. So yeah, I know why you private it, because you was called out as a clout chaser. Plainest Jane ain't had shit to do.
Or Koya. Koya too.
Koya was on the thumbnail. Bitch, you a clout chaser. Your slip is showing. You're jealous of them bitches. You're jealous. You're mad.
You see, that's why I thought maybe something is going on behind the scenes that we are not.
No,
At least we're not privy
there's
to.
nothing going on. She wants us to think that it is, but when she was called out on it to post the receipts, the only receipt she had was some fucking old ass video talking about Rabbit was a troll account. You know that she was a troll account. Rabbit said she was a troll account.
Rabbit said, yeah, Rabbit has promised that she was a troll account.
Modding for you. Well, that's not the issue. The issue wasn't even that she was Hispanic when she was modding for you. So how is it an issue now? Bitch, get real. We see you. You're jealous.
Yeah. What I also don't like is the weaponizing of race. Yeah. Because the Rabbit is Hispanic, and she's in the black beef sector, but that doesn't say anything about her being racist or prejudiced or whatever. So I think that's a cop out if you don't have any other argument. I don't like when people do that.
I know, and that's what really insulted me. That's what really insulted my intelligence, because we have people that's actually being killed for being black and nothing more. And for you to weaponize our race card on YouTube for something that has nothing to do, I can see if you posted some type of receipts of racist Rabbit being a fucking racist, but you didn't.
Right, that's what I had a problem with. Is them saying she is a culture vulture, and
but Cardi B in her videos. Come on now, bitch, pick a struggle.
Right, like
she still using Cardi B last night. I'm like, damn, she listened to us.
She came in like she was the fucking Floyd Mayweather coming for a fight. Like,
I was like, damn, I thought she heard us.
You don't need a soundtrack for that bullshit we got shown. I'm reclaiming my time, whore. We still don't know shit.
Speaking of y'all,
I'm just.
How about the guilty verdict in the Ahmaud Arbery case?
Hearing is a lot of people have said, well, the Rabbit has taken part in a lot of exposing and putting out of public information of others. So what would
make
I
her.
called her out on that too.
Why would she now be outraged that maybe the same thing is going to happen to her? Look, I don't condone it at all. I don't care who it is,
But
but
that's
a lot
a
of
good
people
point,
are
Linda.
saying, well, why is the rabbit now being, you know, why is she threatening with legal action when she has done the same thing to others in the
Yes,
past?
she did.
So what do you guys say about that argument?
Well, I actually called her out on that as well. And this was back when the gingerbread man was my co-host. You know, when it was Mika was saying that, but see, she resolved that. She went directly to the source. And so if Mika forgave her for that, you know, I mean, hey, you get what you get. You get whatever whatever your hand has brought forth. So I'm not excusing that at all. But the rabbit went directly to the source to resolve the error of her ways.
And apologize.
She did. And they both did it together collectively. So
And this is my thing though. That people act like these people are not, you aren't able to just inbox them and have a conversation with them. Talk to her. I don't know why
she don't want to resolve. She don't want to resolve.
Why y'all scared to talk to Rabbit if y'all so violent? She'll answer.
And she still want to have a conversation behind the scenes.
She did. She said she did say she would love to have a conversation with her. She do not want to be beefing or going back and forth, and she did say that.
Yeah.
Well, I do hope that they resolve it. And one other thing that I wanted to say is I think that if Trees makes amends with Hair, I think a few people will be upset about that.
Listen, we tried that already. And
yeah, I've seen that.
I still don't have a beef with her. I honestly don't have nothing against her.
I don't think it's her. I think it's her subscribers.
I think a lot of people are talking into her ear. Yes, I think.
I think it's Saki, bitch. You big belly Buddha having ass bitch. It's you too, Shallow How. It's you too because you got an ex running.
Every time we try a serious conversation,
ass bitch, Shallow How. Where's that motherfucking nigga PayPal, bitch?
Why did she flip like that? Like I don't understand.
She's a snake ass bitch. Saki sneaks.
Man,
she boxed. She boxed bitches $25. They all some bum ass bitches.
I tell you,
bitches over $25 for.
That disturbed me more than anything.
Like eggs over there. You scrambling like eggs, bitch. Bum ass whore.
Yeah, I was shocked to see her.
Go ahead, Miss Linda. Let me go on mute because
I was shocked to see her flip like she did. I really was. I was shocked.
I ignored my intuition, my initial intuition, bitch. Yeah, go ahead and delete some more fucking DMs, whore.
I was a little hurt by that, to be honest. I couldn't believe she flipped either.
Yeah, that took me out. I couldn't believe it.
I don't know, with flipped or whatever. But I did think that if somebody make those horrible rumors about you, that at least you would say, "This is not who I am. This is not who I am going to be represented as."
Right.
And that she would have said something or whatever. So I mean, said something. So I would have loved to have seen her do that, but that's not her ministry, I guess.
Bitch ass. These punk ass bitches ain't gonna do that. They're not gonna stand in their shit. They're not no real ass bitches. If me and Hood Life could bury the old hatchet, that's because Hood Life actually admitted that what she did, and I admitted what I did. And we grown ass women, and we said, you know what? It could be water under the bridge. We ain't gotta be best friends. We ain't gotta be bed mates, but at least we could stand in our shit and move on. And I stood for that. I'm not somebody who go back on my word unless you do it first. If you do it first, then bitch, all bets are off.
Yeah, but I do think a lot of people are talking into Hair's ear because when she went out there and she tried to dox Sunny, that's when I knew that she was being influenced because Sunny has never done anything to her to deserve that. So the fact that she did that, I think that she was being gassed up behind the scenes. And then she came out and she did what she did. And the same thing I think is happening with you, Tree.
She's trying to go after Sunny subscribers too. She can't get the Sunny, but she's trying to go after Sunny subscribers.
They are harassing my subscribers. They're making troll accounts with my subscribers. They're trying to troll me, but I don't watch them, so I don't give a fuck. People send me screenshots, and I'm like, I don't care. I see the troll accounts that people send to me. I don't watch them, so I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered by that, but my subscribers are bothered because they're trolling me. And I'm like, okay, I get it. Y'all rock with me, fine, but I'm not worried about it, so neither should you. And at the same time, they're trying to, the same thing that they're accusing me of doing, you know, policing people, making you pick sides. Well, guess what? If you want to keep me with the bitch that says something sexual about a 3-year-old, then don't try to smile up in my face. Watch from the bushes.
Yeah, that's too much. That's what I said. That right there is too much. Like But if you know, like if it's something personal about me, you know what I'm saying, and you're there, that's different. But when we're talking about a baby, like, no, absolutely not. I'm done.
They have no bottom. Let me tell you that. They have absolutely no bottom. They trying to figure out how they can contact post jobs, how they can find their significant others. I mean, it's crazy. You would have thought that somebody pissed on them in their sleep or in their chair. You would think, I can't imagine. I don't understand why these people are so angry.
I don't either. And it's YouTube. It's like your life has to really be miserable to go to that extreme.
This is the thing. He became no longer a use for her once he decided that he did not want to beef. This is the truth. This is the truth. However, neither one of them are innocent. But at the same time, I will tell you this. No one wanted to believe me. You guys don't. There's a lot of you guys that may not like me because I get on here. You don't like the messenger. So maybe you guys will like it from hearing it from Storm Monroe. But maybe you guys don't like me because people think I'm arrogant. People think I'm cocky. A lot of the gay men, I don't know why the queens feel away. I don't know if you girls is ugly or what. I don't know. And a lot of you women that look like Jaguar Wright clearly don't like me. I don't know. It's a lot of the queens that feel away. A lot of the women that feel away. I don't know what that usually is. And I really don't understand why the queens be over there and they feeling, they probably some ugly queens. I don't know. But it still doesn't change the fact that everything I said about Tasha K has come to fruition. And in a nutshell, I'm just a little bit more direct with what I have to say. I said she's trash. She's a liar.